Of course, I put the wrong one. This wouldn't be a Selfie and JJ show without that. Psych, gotcha.
Yeah. Ghost, we make him fly like a ghost. If he want talk on the game, the heater gon' turn into toast. If he pull out and we spliffed him, he was just doing a distance. Promise we ain't gon' miss him. His still gon' fly when we lift him. Bye, good riddance. Why is this harm her feelings? To the top on a mission. I got a shot, take it with precision. You ain't up if you ain't down to get it. Fuck it, Bob, if you ain't bobbing with us. No, no, no. Bye, bye, bye. Clock him out, he ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. You ain't gon' talk when the Glock is off. Headshot, knock him out. Ah, get him, bye, good riddance. Sorry I had to do this. Sorry I'm being a nuisance. I just gotta get it. Ha, I'm Mary jeans on my Louis V for the belt. 2 G's for the belt. Know the heater gon' make 'em out. Promise the heater gon' make 'em out. OD niggas know me. I just move along with the hand I throw.
Hey everybody, how are you? Hi JJ, how are you, manita?
Hey, I am good. How are you?
I'm good. So I'm gonna do roll call fast. People are annoyed by that, but it is what it is. Okay. Hey Joe, being Joe, how are you? Okay, good. Enjoy yourself. Fundraisers, that's awesome. Love you, Joe. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Hey, Jenny Lee, how are you? You say hi to Megs. I don't see Megs, but hey, Megs. Maybe she was here earlier. Hey, Kirsten NZ, how are you? JJ, of course. Hey, Dina, my girl, how are you? Shots fired. Oh, there's thunder. Oh, that's right. JJ, is it still storming over there?
It is, absolutely. Yes, we've got
that's
a
terrible.
lot going on. So if I go in and out, girl, you know what it is.
Yes, so she's dealing with storms, guys. So if JJ, because I did set the audio, I know I heard people saying, you know, when people are on panel and the different levels of audio. So I apologize for that. I did put so that it can automatically correct it if our audio levels are different. But she is dealing with storms, so she may be in and out. So just wanted to say that. Hey, Butterfly Kisses, how are you, beautiful? Hi, Michelle B, how are you? Nice to see you. Hi, Vera, how are you? Hey, Pamela Barr, how are you, Mama? Nice to see you as well. Sorry, just Chipperoo. Chipperoo, okay. Like that. How are you, Chipperoo? Thank you for being here. Welcome. Sorry. Yeah, welcome. Hi, Larissa, my girl. Came out of the bushes. Hey, J Fit, happy belated birthdays. Oh, you're still waiting for the test. Oh God, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, Mama. But we love you. We know you're sick, J Fit. Happy belated birthday. We love you. Hi, Layla, my girl. How are you? Bliss Chris. Hey, beautiful girl. Vixie, my gorgeous Vixie. How are you? Hey, the Amber channel, my Amber. How are you? Okay, sorry. I'm almost done. I think so. Hi, Mama T. Mama T, hi. Oh, we love you, Mama T. Yeah, we're keeping you in our prayers. Just wanted to drop by and say a big thank you for your prayers and donations. There are no words to express my gratitude. Mama T, we love you, and your son is in our prayers. And so we love you, Mama T.
Yeah, and we're going to continue sharing as well.
Yes, we're going to share the GoFundMe in the chat. Anybody that can donate, if you can, if you can't, the prayers, you know, are appreciated, needed, and welcomed. Hi, Stephen Crisco, my girl. How are you? Okay, so I think I got everybody. I think. Oh, just Jules. Sorry, how could I miss my beeb? My queen beebs.
Right?
How could I miss her? Hey, just Jules.
That
how
is
are
the
you?
bee right there.
For real. She said, in the bushes. I get it, girl. I get it. I'm about to go in them damn bushes myself. I'm just kidding. Hi, that Amber chick. How are you, Mama? Hey, Skippy, my girl. Catherine Pertz. How are you, baby? I'm not new. Just need it. Oh, listen. I ain't mad at you. Just needed a changeroo. Yeah, we get it. Trust me. If I could change my name and not worry about people not being able to find my damn channel, I would change it too. Trust me, I get it. So, hi everybody. How are you? Hold on, let me just turn this off. Sorry. All right. So, how is everybody? I hope you are having a good Thursday. I didn't even put any lip gloss on. I'm gonna have to put some lip gloss. Hi everybody. How are you? I hope you are all having a great Thursday evening. I know for Kirsten it's earlier than for us. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a great day. I think it's even Friday where Kirsten is. So
yeah, whole nother day.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Amanda. How are you? Beautiful. I understand you're driving and listening. That is awesome. Yeah, I wanted to say before we start, I don't know, Wind Whispers may come in. I wanted to say thank you to Wind Whispers. I did saw a chat where I was mentioned and she was in there by herself. And she did come to my defense. Not that I expect that or I want that, guys. Don't ever put yourself in the line of fire for me. But I did see it and I do appreciate it. And I wanted to say that. Chronic girl, where you been at, girl? Where you been at?
Chronic. Hey, Chronic.
Chronic space.
Yeah, the chat that she was talking about was from, of course, Jen F and Bailey, right? Like, again, apparently, you know,
Yes,
like,
she's a real
okay,
one, for real.
Yeah, she's a real one. I don't want to get into like, I want you to be able to say when you want to talk about what, but I'll just say to preface.
No, please. Like, what the hell? Come on.
Well, I don't know if you wanted to get into Maddie first.
No, because Maddie is the full discussion, so we always get into the petty stuff first, and then not even petty, the other stuff, and then we'll go into the main topic. You know what I mean? Hi, Yasmina. How are you, beautiful? Sorry, go ahead.
Before we see someone trying to leech everybody dry on the internet, we're going to talk about a few other leeches on the internet.
Emotional leeches, yep.
Emotional leeches, exactly. Oh, thank you, Miss Manda. That's so sweet. We love you right back.
Thank you, Miss Manda. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. I love you too, Mama. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was very kind. Hey, sassy nerd girl. How are you? All been working, Mama. I understand. We miss you too. We missed you. I'm glad to see you, Mama. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, J.
Oh, what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, we all know that you know, Jen Bailey's a whole hot fucking mess, right? Well, apparently somebody that we see all the time that is in a lot of our chats. You know, she's not really talking shit. She might agree, disagree, whatever. Just Wind Whispers, you know. Always very nice, pleasant, you know, regardless. Well, Wind Whispers, had the audacity to say that Cindy is a good person when Cindy was being spoken negatively on. How dare she?
How dare?
So then she was attacked for it, which is gross. If somebody were to come in here right now and be like, I think Jen Bailey is a fantastic person, we wouldn't be like instant block.
No, or jump on them. Opinion. That's not right.
Right, and we wouldn't let the whole chat jump on them. No, exactly. That's ridiculous. You know, we're going to make sure in the chat and the mods know not to let other people attack other members in chat. That's not cool.
Right.
You know, so for Jen Bailey to then go ahead and get mad at Jules or Amber's chats and saying they're vile. Well, what about yours, girl? What about yours? Clean your own damn house and backyard before you come looking at other people like Jules or Amber or any of the other creators. You know, that's so annoying. Like, you can see the complete double standards and hypocrisy.
It is a double standard.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
It is. I saw people saying, people are I'm gonna judge people for who they support. Well, then that goes for you as well. If you say that about other people, it goes for you as well. Like, I don't understand how people don't get that. Once we start doing that, it goes for everybody across the board. And there's always somebody that you know, there's always going to be content creators that people don't like or find issue with or think that their opinion is wrong or straight out nasty. There's our perspectives of what is nasty and what is acceptable is always going to change. So somebody's always going to feel that way about you. And when you say that that is a precedent that should be set on YouTube, you're setting that for yourself as well. I don't understand how they don't get that, see that, or acknowledge that. And for Wind Whispers to be, you know, like kind of told that she has to pick a side, that she can't go to all chats and just stay neutral and give her opinion is kind of effed up. When you're then saying that people are doing that to you, it doesn't make any sense. And she's allowed to have her opinion, not just because it was about me. People are allowed to like people that I don't like, and I'm not gonna bash them or let them be attacked because it may be somebody I don't like. And just because I support somebody doesn't mean that I agree with everything they say. Like, that is not realistic. The same way it goes for me. There's people that disagree with my opinion, even my mods, people that are in this chat, and they tell me, well, I think that was a little too much, or I don't agree with that. And that's fine. And that's fine. And I never been like, block, block, block. Oh no, you didn't co-sign my shit. Block. Never done that. That's okay. You know what I mean? Like, I could
you imagine, like, if you did that in real life? Like, am I gonna yeet my husband because I don't agree with every other thing he says? Like, be like, that's it. You're done. You're done. You don't agree with me. You're done. Kids, I'm gonna apply for new ones because I don't like you. I don't agree with you.
Let's block everybody. Everybody's gone. I'm sorry. I wanted to say hi. Hi, allegedly. How are you, Shorty? Okay, I got it. Fair warning. Her mic and her camera on. Hi, handsome Squidward. How are you? I hope the family is doing well. Oh, we love you, handsome Squidward. Sorry, I just wanted to say hi to people. I didn't say hi. I said hi to Steven, right? Lisa Ann. Hi, beautiful girl. Okay, sorry, just wanted to say hi. I know people hate that. I know, but listen, I gotta say hi to my people.
I mean, and
Orange mom. All right, sorry.
No, I think that's totally normal to say hello to people that are coming in the chat. You know, it's normal.
Yeah.
So people that don't like, I mean, I understand like the overly exaggerated length of some roll calls that I've seen online. It's like, okay, you know what? I know when you're hitting live not to even bother coming in for 30 minutes because you're doing your whole, like, you know what I mean? And but those creators know that. They even say, you know, wait 30 minutes and then come in if you don't like it. You know, that kind of deal.
If you don't want the intro.
Right, exactly.
You know, like my intro isn't very long. I think it's like a minute or something. And I do pay attention. I see the comments and people, not in my comment section, but in other parts of YouTube, you know, a minute intro. And so I get it. I do take suggestions. But I do think that an intro is nice. You know, when you come to a channel and there's an intro, it seems more professional, you know.
Is Alex starting already? Whoop. Up. For the new people, just got to yell at Alex a time or two every live for being noisy.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. You know, it's the obligatory yell at Alex when he walks in the door because he doesn't understand live. I'm going to have to get a little door or something in my damn living room or a sign that says I'm live or put it on the outside door because how are you? It's like, holy crap.
You come up to your front door and it says, attention, live.
Oh, nice.
Shut
yeah.
the fuck up.
You're on your way to Vegas. Listen.
I won't go to Vegas.
That is
I can't stay
awesome.
in Vegas for more than 3 or 4 days though, because I need sleep and I don't sleep when I'm in Vegas. It's quite crazy. And I'm a big old baby. I need my sleep. Like, hello, I go to bed early.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Okay, so what was we talking about? We was talking about people who, Jen Bailey. Yes. That bitch. Okay.
That bitch.
It's kind of like, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Because you're a little fucked up.
Okay. Annie, are you okay?
Exactly. Like, something's wrong there. Like, okay, a lot of things are wrong there. We see some friendships that are online, and people will say, depending on who you talk to, whether or not you can make friends online or whether you can't. And I just think it's so funny that she and others on that side can say that, like, where was I going with this? I had a point. I swear, I'm reading the chat and I'm getting all mixed
No,
up.
don't read the chat when you're talking,
I
girl.
know,
That'll be
right? Like,
no.
I read the chat and I'm reading and trying to talk at the same time. But yeah, I gotta trust our mods. They're good. Oh, hey, baby loves
Hi,
honey tea. That's
BB.
my girl. That's
Hi,
my girl. That's one of
BB
our
loves
girls.
honey tea.
Yeah.
There's another
Well,
BB from VA, so I gotta say loves honey tea because
oh, I know what I was going to talk about. They say that you can't be friends with people online, right? Well, I say yes, you can make real friends because, my theory of people have been meeting each other on the internet and getting married for years now. So you could do the same with friends.
right,
However, when you are someone who flippity flops all over the place, and I'm not talking about having one disagreement with somebody and then, or if they didn't see you in a okay light, because there are some people that I've made the mistake of thinking, like letting mob mentality and getting wrapped up in that and thinking, oh my God, this is such a shit person because, a couple of channels or people that I not looked up to, but I
right,
really enjoyed their content.
yeah,
So I'm like, yes, I agree with them because if they say that's a bad person, they must be bad. Or if they say that's a good person, they must be good, kind of
right,
deal, right? That's
right.
not what I'm talking about here.
No,
I'm talking about genuine, horrible backstabbers. When people tell them something in confidence and they are willing to share it. Well, we've seen that. Like in the worst way possible in the last couple of days that I did not know even
yeah,
existed. Some of you may know Jen Bailey, may not. Some of you may know Angie Beloved.
beloved, yeah,
They either know her or they don't. And the Amber channel, right? Well,
right,
Amber and Amzie were not getting along whatsoever. However, I mean, there's a lot of people, let's be realistic, that don't get along with Angie. I can't deal with homophobe and I cannot deal with racist. Either one of them, like, I want no part of. However, what her best friend Jen did to her is one of the worst egregious things that I can imagine my best friend doing.
right.
And that is, and do you know what I'm talking about? Because I'm not sure what you saw or heard today.
I was in and out of Amber's. That's what you're talking about, right?
Um, yeah,
Okay, well,
not
just tell me, and then if I don't know, I'll find out from you right
okay.
now.
Okay. Well, apparently, Jen and Angie, they had a similar thing, which is it's good in the way that you can lean on each other as best friends when it happens, and that's the passing away of a parent. I've had a parent pass away. Cindy's had her mother pass away. It's awful. My dad passed away. Cindy's mom passed away. So we know what it is like to lose a parent. Well, these two had in the same year, I believe it is, or within a year of each other,
Yes,
their mothers pass away, and rest in peace to both of their mothers. They're innocent with anything on YouTube,
yeah.
whatever,
May they rest
whatever. They
in
had no
peace.
part of it. May they
Right.
rest in peace.
Yes, definitely.
Um, exactly. But I guess Angie, from what I understood, and maybe if I'm getting things wrong, guys, because this wasn't me, right? This is just things I'm listening to. I can only speak to things I'm involved in, but this is what I heard as fact. Well,
Right.
this is what I heard by listening to live streams, and it doesn't seem like anyone is disputing that this happened. So it seems as though Jen was told by Amzie felt, now again, Amzie hasn't come on and have has said this as if it's a fact or not. So this may not have even happened, and Jen Bailey may have just been a complete asshole. Although she's an asshole for telling people anyway, whether it's fact or not fact. She told people that Amzie told her while they were such good friends that she was worried
Trigger
that
warning, trigger warning.
trigger.
Sorry.
Yes, big time trigger warning. Need to be exactly. You can't deal with death or addiction or any of these things. Please, like, this may not be the spot for you, and try another stream that may not be. But although I gotta be honest, this whole channel and me and Cindy may as well like have trigger warning across our foreheads.
Seriously.
So I mean, honestly, we just talk about everything, and you don't know what it's going to lead into. So if you're super sensitive, especially to addiction, you may not want to be here, because we do talk about that a lot. Cindy was an addict. I had a father who was an alcoholic, but other than that, like, I don't have much experience. So I ask a lot of questions. She talks a lot about it. So yeah, anyway, trigger warning. So what Amzie did was she went and told Jen, as her friend in confidence, that her mother wanted to lose weight, and she gave her a substance, which is, I know it's legal here in Florida. It's called kratom or kratom. I don't know exactly yes. Her mother wanted to lose weight, so Amzie gave her this kratom, whatever. And I guess it's supposed to suppress appetite, so she gave it to her. And she, I guess at that point, thought that she was responsible for her mom passing. Do I believe that?
My heart. That breaks
Probably
my
not.
heart.
Exactly. I feel bad for her in the sense, like, girl, don't carry that on your shoulders,
no way.
because you don't know that is a fact, that people pass.
Yeah.
You got people like that are living into their 90s that were hardcore, and this is, the exception, not the rule. Living hardcore into, like, they were hardcore drug addicts or alcoholics or whatever in their life. So you just never know when your time is. So this may have had absolutely nothing to do with it. But the point that I'm making is that Jen, her friend, Amzie's friend, they were very close, went and told a bunch of people that Amzie had said.
We heard a video call. I don't know. I mean, audio.
We heard the audio.
The Amber channel played it today. She distorted it a little bit because I guess there were other people in the call. But yeah, so Jen is sharing that information. And I wanted to just say before JJ continues, Amzie, this is in no way to drudge that up or not to use your mother as content. Your mother's passing. Again, may she rest in peace. That is not what we're doing here, but it's to show a pattern, because Jen Bailey loves to play that she is the victim, and she's not. And this is just to remind people of all the things that she's done. Right. She's done a lot of horrendous things. And somebody said earlier, I think it was Lisa Ann, newcomers aren't welcome in her channel because of her paranoia. And I don't say that to be shady. She's paranoid, you guys, and that's not a good thing on YouTube. You have a channel. You want your channel to grow. You want people in your chat. But then when people come into your chat, you're blocking them. You're interrogating them. You're being really nasty to people. That is going to have the reverse effect. Nobody's going to want to be in your chat when you treat people like that. You don't even give them the chance to say things before you're blocking them just because they've created a new channel. And people create new channels to chat because they're afraid of going in as themselves, because the same exact thing is going to happen. So they create new channels with different names so that when you do this to them, you won't have their real name or their account that they use on a regular basis, because they're going to be targeted, which is, again, not okay. Sorry, go ahead, JJ.
Well, it would be like me losing my mother and telling Cindy that I felt like I did something
that you had guilt,
harm my mother.
Using that against you, right?
And honestly, Amzie, you probably should not feel an ounce of guilt. I don't think that you did anything. I mean, people smoke weed, they do whatever, they do the kratom, they whatever the case may be, and
Right.
you know, they could pass away to things that have nothing to do with that.
Yes.
So don't be hard on yourself. This conversation is about the shit friend that Jen Bailey was to you. And I don't know your whole
About that
relationship.
isolated incident, right? Because
Right,
you know MZ has
about
said
that
some
isolated.
homophobic shit. You know, she said some
Yes.
shit. I even addressed it months ago when she said the N-word about dude on Twitch. But we're not here to talk about her character, none of that. We already know. It's about this incident. It's not okay to use something against your friend like that. Something so personal, so devastating, so traumatic. And somebody who's at that time had lost their father, you would think they would know, but this is again Jen Bailey. I don't know why I act surprised. Anyway, please, hi, Great. Please continue.
Right.
Sorry.
I saw, because Amber had said that she went up on panel the night before. And like I've told you guys, I feel like an old lady. I need my bed, it's my sleep. I go to bed. I can't stay up until 3 or 4 in the morning listen to these streams. I just can't do it.
There's no way.
You know, I can't even do the streams that start after like 9:30. When I tell you I'm an old lady and need my damn sleep, like I'm falling asleep.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I went to the stream and I'm thinking, all right, I want to listen to Amber, and because people were saying she handled herself well. And I like Amber. I love Jules, like both of them. You know, I watch their content and I'm members or mod or whatever. And so, you know, I don't know. Like I went to that to go and listen to it, and it was terrible, and it was filled with excuses on Jen's part, because what we have to remember here is Amber was not friends with Angie. They were enemies. So all Jen did, and Jen was supposed to be so close to Angie, all Jen did was give enemies something to run with, you know, enemies against Amzie, something to run with. And it was horrible, freaking horrible. And then before I could even click off, oh, sorry, you got to read something? What happened?
No, Grape. I'm sorry. No, because Grape made a comment and I thought it was a question. So I was like, I don't know. And she was like, I don't know. I'm sorry, Grape. I'm assuming. I don't know if you're female or male. Don't even have to say it. She said it's not supposed to, I'm gonna keep it on they, sorry, I don't know. They said Jen held Amzie's mom's remain held up for 2 weeks.
Jesus.
So I listen, Linda.
That is going too far. If you interrupt my mother's anything, her whether it be we bury her or cremate her, or I don't give a damn if it's by 1 minute, I'm gonna come for you. There's no doubt, because that's going
guns
real
blazing. Proverbial guns, guys, not real guns. I have to say that shit. I'm coming at you with no, I'm saying, because I said guns blazing.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, not real guns, people. Like, we're talking like we're going to do what we got to do within the law to make sure that you never do that to anyone else. Because that's disgusting. I would never let someone hold a minute of my parents or loved one or even a good friend go, you know, I wouldn't want to lose a minute of anything that I would have to take care of due to something online. That is so gross, egregious, and disgusting. And you, ma'am, Jen Bailey, cannot blame others that are enemies of Amzie's. Now, would I do it? No, I wouldn't. However, I don't know what Amzie has done to them or why they're fighting and the enemies, you know, like we don't know that whole story. But regardless, would I do it? No. Even to my worst enemy, I wouldn't. However, we all do things that we regret, and you can
definitely do. We definitely do.
And we can only tell ourselves that we're going to be better in the future. Well, Jen, you have not been better any days ever. You complain all the time that you're about to get back to your content. I heard Amber say to you, and it is still up, and I heard it. If you stop speaking on me, I'm not going to talk about you. But
Right.
if you do speak on me in any capacity, I'm going to respond on my channel. Is that
Yep.
a deal?
Yep.
She would not take it. She wouldn't. Jen would not agree to that. Why? Because she has no real content. None. These women and the whole, and that's the thing, you know, like if Jen was up there and was like, yeah, the drama shit, yeah,
Right.
that's my content. Okay, well, girl, then that's your content. But don't say that you can do content that no one else can after you watched a Lifetime movie. Like that's not realistic. Like anyone can do that. And even true crime, if you're willing to put yourself out there, you can report on true crime and what's, you know, new in a case, or you can give a case from start to finish,
Yeah.
whatever, you know, but don't say that that's what you want to do and you're more capable of anyone
And never
else
do it. Like,
when your whole channel, right, what, and then never do that. No, you need the feuding back and forth between the other women and you and the people that you're friends with on that side. Like that is the way that you're making your money.
yeah.
And you sound dumb pretending that it's not. And
Right.
I don't care if you're saying I only get, you know, a few $100s a month, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
That's a lot of money, girl. That
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
And if you didn't enjoy this shit and it wasn't a lot of money, you would just click off. If it wasn't a
Exactly.
lot of money to you, you would say, screw this, man. Many people have done that. Many. Because not everyone can. I mean, you cannot be weak in any capacity to
Right.
be online, whether it's on a panel or a channel owner or a sub in comments that are telling their true feelings that may be negative towards someone else. You have to expect people will probably come at you. You have to. So stop the leave me alone. Leave me alone. I can see
Right.
if you're doing your own content, it has nothing to do with this, and you're going on and on and on with your content, not bothering with it. That's
Right.
different. However, you know, eventually, if you give them nothing to talk about, they have nothing to talk about.
Right. And I agree. It's just, and you know what? You want to give your opinion. You have personal interactions with people. I get that. You know, you feeling like you have to say something, but you can't cry that you're being bullied. Like that is, there's certain words that we already know that is going to come out of her mouth. That's a part of her vocabulary, aside from all the words she makes up herself that don't exist in the English language. But
I
you know,
know.
like
I'm going to start writing them down because there's a
no, oh my
lot.
God, Amber has been doing short after short. Star and Mims on their channel actually posted a few, and it's quite fascinating. The way she uses words, the way I've never heard them used before. It's like, okay, should I try that? You know, I don't know, but okay. Anyway, but then, you know, we're the dumb ones. We're the idiots. We're the dum-dums. But okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's just, you
And
got to stop saying that everybody's bullying you. And it always comes back to this shield of your deceased loved ones or your family that only you speak of. That only you speak of. I don't even want to say the M word or the C word, children, mother, because then that constitutes I'm talking about them. You know, I
right, right.
disparaged and I disrespected those people in her life. So when you talk about her, you have to like not even mention the damn word, because then that comes like when you said family about that other person, you're like, you talk about my family. Saying the word family does not constitute talking about them. But anyway, okay.
No, it's so weird. It is so strange that these people think that, you know.
Girl, yeah, I'm sorry.
The things I've seen, even just being a bush
Thank you.
watcher, and I'm sure a lot of you in the bushes, even the ones chatting here, have seen a lot of things, and you just shake your head and think like, what planet are these people on? Like, for
Right.
instance, as soon as Amber dropped off because she knew that Jen, and if you guys want to see this video that we're talking about, it's probably the midway through Jen's live from last night. So, I mean, Cindy could show up, but that takes forever. And there's already been a whole lot of people that have done commentary on it. And I'm sure Jules will as well. So we'll be going to
Yeah, I
look
like
for
to watch
hers
their
because,
commentary on it.
yeah, I
And
do too. I do too. I like to see people's reactions to it. And it's crazy because it's like I know that I'm where I should be or what side, in quotation marks, I should be on based upon how the creator feels about certain situations. And that doesn't mean we always have to agree because we don't.
oh my,
I'm talking about like the majority ruling, like the majority. Okay, they're talking about this, they feel this way. Oh, thank God I wasn't crazy when I thought this. A lot of us feel that way, especially watching the drama stuff. But anyway, so Amber hears that the loon, Bella Marie, is about to come up, and Amber didn't want to talk to her, which I do not blame Amber. Like, Amber has obviously gone up and clicked the link on enemies panels and
in the
has
lion's
spoken.
den, right? She went into the
Right,
lion's den, right?
exactly, when she has no support there because they put it on the members only, or you have to be subscribed for however many millions of days or years or months, whatever the case, so she goes in there on her own, and says what she got to say, and she holds her own. However, there is not a part of me that would ever want to talk to Bella Marie. She screams and she thinks she knows everything. Did you know she's a doctor, a lawyer? She's very well versed on laws, including international laws. It's crazy. I mean, she's just brilliant. This woman, she knows
I have
everything.
no comment on that woman.
She's
She's just that
annoying as
far
fuck.
gone. I
All right.
just,
I'm just gonna say she's annoying as fuck. And she was on there like telling Jen what she should do and block this person, block that person. Excuse me, ma'am, who are you to be telling
yeah,
anybody? If you want control of a channel, make your own.
yep, yep. You're right. You're right. I listen. I like again. I got no comment. I see. You even mention her name. She accuses you. She'll probably say we are on her motherboard of having, wished
She's a computer
harm on
tech
her.
people
Yeah,
too.
so she'll say that in 1981 I did some shit to her, even though I've never been to Australia, whatever. So I don't mess with that one. That one's weird. But Miss Cassandra asked a question, and I have to answer it. That is that. Oh God. Okay. Question: thoughts on someone blaming a mom for her child's death who passed from overdose? First of all, anybody saying that a
Oof.
mother whose child passed from overdose is to blame, um, I say with my whole chest, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You're a bottom feeder. You are literally an amoeba, a one-cell organism, and fuck you yet again. So
Well, hold up. What age group are we talking about when we say kids? Like if it's little kids, like toddler, they getting into your stash. I'm sorry, but that's your fault. If
that
it's
that's different. I don't think
like so, yeah, it depends on age.
that's different. Now, if you have like the 2-year-old child who overdosed because there was fentanyl around, it was an adult. That's very different, right? Because babies can't fend for themselves, children can't fend for themselves. As parents, you have to be very careful if you're in active addiction not to leave harmful substances, paraphernalia around children or animals. Animals can be harmed too with these substances. So that's very different. A small child. But
Mm-hmm.
if someone is a teenager, is using of their own volition, That is very different. Now,
Oh, very, very different. You're
even if
talking
you're
about
a
entirely.
teenager, even if you're 12, sometimes kids use very young. My sister became an addict very, very young. My parents did not encourage it. My parents, there was little they could do besides lock her in a room 24 hours a day, which they could not do. So I think that that's very different. And to blame a parent that has already suffered one of the greatest losses somebody can suffer, losing a child and then losing a child to addiction and overdose. They probably already have so much guilt. That is a horrible, unforgivable thing to do to them, in my opinion. And there's no excuse for that. None whatsoever. Hey, Star, how are you? Beautiful. Hi, Gabby Maddie. Right. And you're right, Gabby Maddie. Yours was 28. Your daughter was 28. May she rest in peace. And I
Oh
say
my God.
too, I say my boys, and my youngest is 17. To us, they'll always be our babies, our children.
Exactly. They're your kids,
Yeah. So I get that, definitely.
Miss Cassandra says it was an adult. And
Yes.
like Cindy said, fuck you to blaming a parent for that. What are you,
Yes.
like, why would you do that? Why?
No.
They're going through enough.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Star Girl.
inexcusable. That's inexcusable. And there's never a reason for that. And we need more empathy. So with that, again, Bella Marie, don't add me to your motherboard. That's in Australia, New Zealand, Mars, Neptune, please. I'm not saying anything about you. So we talked
Cindy's
about
not.
my opinion of
Cindy's not.
Cindy's
this is
not.
me.
Yeah. Oh no, you just
know,
said she's loca.
Yeah.
She's loca. I agree.
Exactly.
Ella es una
And
loca.
that's the way
Ella es una
I
loca.
feel.
Yes.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's
I agree with that.
exactly the way I feel. And so I mean, me and Cindy usually get canceled together. But if you're going to cancel anybody, do not cancel Cindy, because she's.
If you cancel JJ, you cancel me. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
I know. Yeah, but I'm the one with the big mouth that can't stand to see people lie. I can't stand to see I'm gonna say the way I feel. I'm gonna give my opinion, and sometimes it's not the popular opinion. So don't cancel Cindy, cancel me.
I ain't worried about it. And on that note, because I want to get canceled with JJ, just another troll. Shut your ass up already. Shut your ass up already. Bro.
Yes.
You're going into chats and bringing me up. Shut your ass up. So what? I'm in Amber's chat. What did I say? What did I say? You shut your ass up already about me, girl. And of course, when I get hot, my internet, that's my internet telling me chill, Cindy, chill. So just shut your ass up already. Just another troll. She's
annoying as fuck. Anyway, okay. Just another troll. She comes from the anti-KJ, and she's always got opinions she's just a nasty, right? Like, you never see anything nice come from this bitch. No, her name used to be Jamie Schaefer. She changed it to Just Another Troll. And
that's not doxing. That was her name on YouTube.
That was her name. And we got no time for your bullshit. You're lucky you got 2 seconds right now, because we're just done with you. You don't stop. And it's different to just give an opinion. But this bitch is nasty. So,
sorry.
You're right where you belong, over with them.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're in good company. Stay there. Anyway, Miss Cassandra, I want you to message me. I need to know who that is. I need to look into that. I don't think that's okay. Again, when you're a content creator, I don't think that you should be attacked for having an opinion that maybe is an unpopular opinion. But when you're saying things that are harmful to the masses, there's so many people that have lost loved ones to overdose, immediate family, friends, best friends, distant relatives. It's not okay to put that kind of content out there when it triggers people. And I know some people say it's not their responsibility, but I always say, as content creators, we do have a responsibility, and we have an obligation to realize that even people we may not intend our message to reach will reach. And so we have to be aware of that and aware of the power behind our words, and that they affect people. And I know that sometimes things that I say has triggered people, because I see it in my chat. People like, I gotta go, or, whatever. And my intention is never to cause harm. I just think there's some conversations that are important, but I always try to do it with respect. Like even when I talk about Maddie and Gerald, hi George, how are you? Um, I've never come here and called them out their names, but I'm
Yeah.
going to be honest about their behaviors online because it's dangerous. It's dangerous for them. It's dangerous for other people in active addiction. It's dangerous for family members that have been affected. Please do not misunderstand. Addiction does not only affect the addict, it affects anyone in their life, any and everyone in their life. Um,
Yeah.
so I see a lot of people. I even commented in Maddie and Gerald's live. I want to show you guys I clipped a video that she did yesterday live. This is going to be one of my most extreme trigger warnings that I've ever given. And
Hmm.
that's saying something. I was watching a live. I happened to catch it, and she was very, very high. She was nodding. And it's funny because I've come here and said I've never really seen her in that state because of the cocaine, which kind of brings you out of it. She was nodding. She was in Gerald's aunt's basement. He's doing some work there, like lawn work. She actually nodded out on a live and was slurring. She's been super high since she came back from rehab. Guys, she was not in rehab. Okay. So I don't know if she got a lump sum of money. I don't know, but she's been really roasted. She still asks for money. It's gotten worse. Her entitlement is off the chain. So I was watching a live. She nodded off on the live, and we were still in the chat, and I was very upset. I'm never going to disrespect them, call them out their name, but I was very upset, and I was saying, I hope the people that keep enabling this and sending the money are happy now. I hope you're happy now. And people in the chat were saying, oh, she'll be back, and she'll say she did not off. And like clockwork, she came back a few minutes later, and she was awake, and she was like, I did not. So I want to show you this. Whew. Again, trigger warning, guys, because it's a lot. Okay? It's a lot, but this is not okay. This is a public platform. Somebody in her chat was real nasty to me and was coming at me crazy. Like I'm a troll. I'm not a troll. I have the right to say that it's hurtful. Right now, look, they're live right now. They're live right now. They go live like all day long. Every hour to 2 hours, they are live, and it's constant asking for money. I'm thirsty. Can you get me something to drink? And in some instances, they call out specific people. Like this Kenzie person is a young boy, not a young boy, but he's young in perspective to us. He sends them a lot of money. He says a lot of racist things. He says a lot of offensive things, and it's allowed. His comments are not deleted. He comes in under names, calling other content creators these really outrageous names in his username. It's not deleted. He's not blocked because he is one of the biggest donators to their channel. He says a lot of sexually explicit things to Maddie. It's not deleted. When people call it out, she says, oh, he's just a kid. And then when he donates to her, he was saying, call me daddy, call me daddy. And she's like, okay, daddy, you're going to send me that money? And people are like, daddy. She's like, oh, you see, you allow this because he's donating. She's like, he's a grown ass man. I thought you just said he was a kid. Like, you can't have it both ways. It's a lot of stuff that's on a public platform. Somebody told me, if you don't like it, don't watch. No. And stop being dismissive of people's feelings. People that are not there to just be disrespectful, call them out their name. People that have valid criticism. You're being very dismissive and disrespectful, telling us just don't watch. It's on a public platform where it affects other people. So you can't tell us just don't watch. Very disrespectful. I was like, girl, who you talking to? I had to calm down. I was like, girl, who you talking to? Who you talking to? Just don't watch it. You don't watch it. How about that? The hell? I'm trying to look. I did a clip, and I'm trying to see. It's so weird on my computer to find my clips and stuff. It's so weird. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. If I can find them. Okay, I got it. All right, hold on. Let me put this here. So I didn't realize that when you clip something, it takes you to the original channel. Sorry, I'm trying to mute. I'm trying to pause it. Okay, let me share my screen now. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, so sorry. Okay. All right, let me share the screen. Okay. Alex, I need my phone because I need to see what I'm sharing. Okay, JJ, can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, right. I can see it.
So I just clipped the end. You can go on her channel, watch the full live if you want. I just clipped the end when she actually nods out. Again, guys, trigger warning, please. Okay, if this is going to trigger anybody who is in in recovery, sorry, you may want to skip a few seconds. It's only 60 seconds. Okay, I just want to give fair warning to everybody. All right. And this was her chat while she was live. And I was in there towards the end, but this is on a live. I'm sorry, it's 60 seconds, so I just want to stop at 30 seconds. She's doing this on a live. She's slurring. People are telling her, you know, is this in slow motion? People are thinking that it's in slow motion because how slow she's moving.
Oh Lord, this is bad.
And she nods out with the live on. And I guess Jarryl comes down and ends it because it was buffering for a long time. I was in the chat for a while before it actually ended. So I guess he came down because he always watches on his other phone. And I guess he was watching and he came and he ended it. So it started all over again. But so that was that. Whew. That was that, right? Yeah, that was pretty bad. Hi, 50 Shades of Beige.
Oh, 50 Shades.
No, this is Star. This is drugs. Okay, she is homeless. They're living in an abandoned place, but this is drugs. She is extremely high, and she gets money sent to her every live. She's live, like I said. You can go see. I'm gonna show you guys how often she goes live. 6 times a day in the middle of the night. She's live all day long, all night. In the middle of the night, she'll come live, and it's always asking for money. That's all she wants. And people send it to her. Again, I shared before that some people genuinely care, but then I was in the chat and I see people are like, leave her alone. She's enjoying herself. And for people like that, I can only say those are sadists. Those are sadistic people who enjoy seeing this and hope and wish for their demise. Because I'm telling you, I watched the chat. And there's no other reason why people would be saying things like that and encouraging this unless they enjoy its entertainment. For them, this is like a real life reality show. And then there's other people that it makes them feel better about their own lives, seeing how screwed up they are, which makes me very sad. Because the day I ever got enjoyment out of seeing another human being like this, I would need to reevaluate my entire life. I don't think it's something that I would ever enjoy seeing. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's sad. Yes, it's sad. It's extremely sad. And it's sad for people that are in recovery, people that have lost family members that go in there and try. There's people that say, can we pray and all this stuff, but it's not helping. I even reported her video last night. And I don't care if people could get mad. Oh, cancel culture. This is not that. This is not that. Okay? This is way beyond that. And I reported that video yesterday. Was she nodded out? Yes, I did. Okay, this is not something that should be on YouTube. This is not. Somebody withering away in front of our eyes is not something, it's not entertaining. And it's very triggering for a lot of people. And it's not okay. It's not okay. So I did also, I made two, let me see. I downloaded something. Let me see if I can show you guys. Sorry, I can't find my glasses, guys. So I'm a little pissed off about that. I cannot find my dang glasses. They were here right before my live, and then they miraculously disappeared. These are two just clips that I took, or screen recordings that I took from her live. Sorry. Okay. Shots. Oh, well, you're going to see my whole whatever. I don't care. JJ, can you see this?
Yep.
All right.
I see it.
This was her. This was after she nodded out. Immediately she came back. You see it says, "I am fine, L." I don't know who L is, but this is so typical. People are used to this. That was the first time I had ever seen her in that state. And people were in the chat were like, she's going to come right back and say she did not out. She's fine, and be mad at everybody. And that's exactly what she did. So this is just like 2 minutes.
I didn't not out.
Yes, you did, girl.
The one I was being stupid. I was talking about something.
Yeah, okay. You weren't talking about shit.
She wasn't. She wasn't. I pulled the chat up too because
Just said I nodded out.
she just denies it openly. People are telling her, go back and look at it, Maddie. You were. And she was. And she just blatantly doesn't admit it. And there's a part where in the chat I say, it's okay, sweetie, to admit it. I've been there. I've been there. I've thankfully, you know, smartphones weren't out when I was in active addiction. That was 21 years ago. Thank God, because there will probably be plenty of embarrassing videos of me in my active addiction. That's why I'm grateful, you know. I've been there, and I meant that I've been there in active addiction. But she needs to admit. The first step is admitting you have a problem. She knows she has a problem, but she won't accept responsibility for anything. She really won't, and it's not okay.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
But then everything I love, I did not fall asleep.
Girl, don't put that on everything you love, girl. Because, listen, lightning is going to strike your ass. Don't put that on everything you love, because you did, girl. We were there. We saw it.
I hung up when Jarryl and everybody came downstairs.
Sure, Juanita.
Yes, I did. Somebody asked me about my eyeshadow.
No, that was way before you nodded out, girl. The eyeshadow, she don't even remember. She thinks the eyeshadow happened and she ended the live. That is not what happened.
That is not. I'm not crazy.
You are. I'm
No,
sorry.
but I
You're not crazy, but you're twisted.
did, but I didn't. I promise.
And no, you don't promise because you're lying. Girl.
I sure will, but I know I did not out.
Yeah, girl, yes you did. Girl, stop lying. Stop lying. Yes you did. Don't promise.
I know at one point everybody was saying it was slow motion. I was like,
Yeah.
I was being silly.
No, you were not being silly. You were being high, girl. Big difference.
I don't record it. They record everything.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I did record it right here. Keep giving us stuff to record.
Let it go.
Let it go. That's her thing. When she gets called out, let it go. Can we stop talking about that? No. She has like hundreds of people in her chat. No, you can't let it go. This is not okay.
Very true, because I did not out.
Yes, you did, girl. Stop it. Yes, you did.
Did it just look like I did?
No, it didn't look like you did. You did. You did, girl. The hell?
Guys, when
I hate this word, but this chick right here is gaslighting the hell out of everybody. Jesus Christ.
I get off of YouTube and don't end it. pauses and freezes.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. All right, so girl, bye. That is not what happened, but I'm gonna let you tell it, girl. I'm gonna let you tell it. Let's see, where's the other one? This one, I think. I'm gonna let her tell it. That's her story. I'm gonna let her tell it.
Anyway, that letting it go.
This was the continuation, guys, from that one.
Jarryl came downstairs. I did not know.
Sure,
I
Juanita.
haven't even had nothing since this morning.
What? You haven't had nothing since this morning. Stop it, girl. Stop it. You were just live before that. You got donations. Just stop.
We'll find that out. That's crazy.
Yeah, it
What
is.
happened, YC?
It is, but you did.
I mean, there are sometimes I get on here. Don't believe me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm high. But just look at this last one, though.
No, girl. This last one, you was twisted.
Chair, if you want, just message me or put it on Facebook.
Somebody's like, can I send you something? While people are saying, girl, people were worried. Wellness check. This Tara person is like, where can I send you something? Like, what?
Wow.
I haven't even had enough.
Gross.
Girl, stop lying. You haven't had enough to get it. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be nasty, but this is what active addiction is, guys. This is what active addiction is. There should not be a place for this on YouTube. That is my opinion. People may disagree with that, and that is fine. In my opinion, having been an addict, okay, this should not be on YouTube.
I'm letting it go.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Okay, it's not ridiculous. I don't want to argue about it. Can we talk about something else?
No. And I said right here, okay, have a good day, because I was already getting tight. I was already tight. I think I may have said something earlier, and somebody in the chat was disrespectful to me. All I said to the girl was, listen, you're being rude right now. I'm not a troll. And that comment got deleted. And I didn't curse. I wasn't disrespectful. The girl that was being hella disrespectful to me wasn't deleted because she was in defense of Maddie. So my comment got deleted. Of course, I'm surprised I didn't get blocked. I thought I was gonna get blocked. She didn't block me, so.
No, I haven't had no Benadryl.
No, I haven't had no Benadryl. People think this is a joke.
I might need it, but let it go.
Just let it go. That's what she always wants, people to let it go. And I showed the chat for a reason.
Whispers, we were talking about you a bit ago.
Hey, Wind Whispers, I can't see the chat, but I wanted to say thank you. You know, you didn't have to speak up for me, and I don't expect you to, but I did see that, and I wanted to acknowledge that because you were in there by yourself, and you was not backing down, and so I wanted to thank you for that. I don't expect anybody to do that, but I did see that, and I appreciate you for that, for real. Thank you for that. That was some real shit, for real. All right, this is almost over, guys, and then we'll just talk because I'm not going to keep showing you this because I hope I'm not triggering anybody.
It just depends.
This girl, I'm going to let it go up. This girl right here. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Rebel girl. She was hella disrespectful to me. And she's like, don't explain yourself to these controlling narcissists. First of all, what? What? Nobody here is a narcissist. And a comment she made earlier is like, she was really dismissive of people's, oh, she's the one that was like, don't watch. You don't like it? Don't watch. Don't tell people don't watch when stuff like this is happening on YouTube. That's not just drama, right? If somebody's talking about drama or talking about a subject people don't like, then don't watch. You know what I mean? If somebody's not your cup of tea, you don't like how they speak, their channel, then don't watch. That's very different. But this is harmful stuff. So telling people just don't watch, turn a blind eye to it, that's very different in my opinion. Again, just my opinion. And this is her live. She sits there silent. She doesn't even put comments up to on the screen. So if somebody watches immediately in replay, you can't even see what she's responding to until the chat becomes available. And this is what her lives consist of. This is not content. She's not making content, in my opinion. She sits here and hopes. She waits for openings. She waits for people to ask, have you eaten today? And as soon as they say that, she's like, no, oh, I'm starving. Can you get me something to eat? This is a everyday thing, and not even an everyday thing, not even a once a day. This is multiple times a day. She's live multiple times a day. And no, I'm not a hater. I heard somebody say that I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. There's nothing that Maddie has that I want. I genuinely, my heart breaks for her. It breaks for her. And I don't want her to disappear and find out later another channel covers that she's gone because of her addiction.
Right. Right. And that's what's going to happen, sadly, if they don't stop.
So this is just 30 more seconds or so of the same thing. People telling her you were nodding, all this stuff. And then her enablers in the chat, you know, there's always a few. And it is what it is, man. It's upsetting, but okay. So sorry, guys, I couldn't see the chat. And a lot of people know it bothers me because I am in recovery. I've seen people pass away, sadly, out here, and now virtually I've heard so many stories of people that have lost loved ones to addiction. So it's not a small thing to me. It's not a light thing. I deal with it in my personal life every day. And I'm not recovered. I've never said that. I always say I'm in recovery, which means that every day is a day to do better, be better. I would never say I'm recovered because that kind of means that there's no more work for me to do. And if I ever got to that point where I felt like there was no more work for me to do, then that's when you can fall into relapse. You have to know that there's always work to do. There's always stuff to learn, ways to better yourself, being a better person, Hi, Yaya Cat. How are you, beautiful? So I would never say that I'm recovered, or that's not a thing. I am in recovery. I keep it up front every day. Hi, Julie. How are you, beautiful? And so, we come here, before we started talking about this, we were talking about YouTube drama, and that's kind of a way to break the ice, because this Maddie and Jarryl is so serious that we always want to just break it with something light, something that's, and even though what she was talking about, JJ, with Amzi's mom passing is not a light subject, we have to keep the drama, the YouTube stuff that we go through in perspective. That there's people that deal with really serious things, illnesses, so many things, right? People are hungry, people are homeless, so much people deal with in real life that we can't let YouTube, or somebody not liking us on YouTube and somebody talking crap about us on YouTube, get us to a place where it meets the same criteria for what people are going through in their personal lives. Keep it in perspective. And what Maddie and Jarryl are going through is something that's way more serious, in my opinion. And it affects everybody that watches it. It doesn't just affect them. It affects everyone that comes in contact with their videos and watches it. So I'm not going to say, being a person to say, well, just turn it off, don't watch it. No, that's like saying, if I see somebody harming somebody, would I just say, that ain't got nothing to do with me, and turn my back? I couldn't. Some people can, and I don't judge you. I can't. Because I know what my addiction did to me, and it's only by the grace of God that I'm still here. Some people didn't make it,
Right.
Sorry, JJ.
Right, exactly. I mean,
I'm sorry.
God.
Who I showed was Maddie and Jarryl Owens. They have a channel. They have a lot of subscribers. I'm sorry, JJ. Please continue. I'm going to show you guys real quick.
Oh, no. I was just going to say the same thing. Yeah, Maddie and Jarryl is who we're talking about. She does what she needs to do for money, and Jarryl does absolutely nothing but lets her beg for money so that
He
way they
begs
can
too,
continue on
though.
with their habit.
He begs too. I saw him.
Terrible.
He was in the chat under their account, and she's on camera. This was yesterday as well, and he's like, guys, I need a favor. And somebody's like, what's the favor, Jarryl? We need some pop. Can somebody buy us something to eat? And she's sitting there like, babe, I know I'm so hungry. And so they work as a team. They listen. She says that Jarryl created the GoFundMe without her knowledge on her personal Facebook. That's not true. I'm here to tell you, when you're in active addiction with someone else, a significant other, you're a freaking team. You know, there are some times where you may hide a little money from each other, but when you're scheming and plotting, y'all in it together. Do not believe that he's doing things that she's not aware of, and they're on the same channel and it's on her Facebook. They work together. They work together. They set up these schemes. Recently, one of her mods, because people are mad about this rehab scam, one of her mods came out and said that while she was in rehab, she was already in, I guess, DMs with her mods working on the next scam and scheme. And they came out with it. There's something I have to show you guys. I just remembered this. This is crazy. And I want to show you guys, because I think I had told you guys that she requests money from people that have donated to her. A woman came forward and shared her Cash App transactions with Maddie. Now, again, people, if they choose to donate, that is on them, right? But Maddie actively requests money from people and then says that, sorry guys, turn off the flashlight, bro. Sorry guys, I speak from experience. Anyway, she'll say that Jarryl was requesting the money, and it's a lot. And I wanted to show you because I did link the channel that showed it, that got the receipts. I did link it in the description of this video so you can see it. I just wanted to show you that this is not okay. This is not okay to do to people. This is not okay, man. This is crazy. So the woman screen recorded all of her transactions and sent them to someone. She sent them to Reactions with Angie. Sorry, I'm going to show you guys right now. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, let me share my screen. This is crazy. This is nuts. Okay, so
no, they didn't refund her and Shay. They didn't. And the woman has since, we've been told, passed away.
Yes, and her nephew, I thought it was her son. I was mistaken. It is her nephew. And he has a channel, Izzy Smith, and he talks about it. His aunt has since passed away. The woman with the $2,000, she passed away. She never got the money back. So this is a woman, and this is her Cash Apps. So all in all, right, she sent 116 payments to Maddie and Jarryl. In all, $520 have been sent, and she's never received anything back. Okay, so this is going to show you all her transactions. Now, when Maddie requests from her, you're going to see requested, and Maddie hounds this woman. Please, I need cigarettes. Please, I need this. That's unacceptable. Requesting money from people that have been generous and donated to your YouTube channel is disgusting, and they should be blocked immediately. If anyone, listen to me, any content creator, you are generous enough to donate to their Cash App, and afterwards, anytime in the future they request money from you, please immediately block that content creator. That's unacceptable. All right, JJ, you can see it, right?
Yep.
Okay. So she scrolls through it fast, but you're going to see it. This is insane, man. So she's requesting money. Got a job at Dollar. Please, boo, hungry and need a cig. Hey, sweetie, thank you so much. Going live, boo. Thank you, love you. Thanks. Tell you when I'm live. So this is, she sent $10, right? Because it says payment. For got job at Dollar Tree. Help to get uniform. So she sent her $10 to help her get a uniform because she lied and said she had a job at Dollar Tree. All right, what the hell? Is it playing?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, now it is. Yeah.
Okay, so $1, right? $1 for you never sent. So this is Maddie requesting. You never sent $500. This is crazy. So these are all the requests because you see it says pay. So every time Maddie requests, you can pay it or decline it. So that's why it says pay it, because she's requesting it.
Can you imagine having some stranger that you gave some charity to continually send requests that you
Yes.
send more?
Look at this.
And to the
Every
point
day.
you're a nuisance?
Every day. Look, please. She thinks she's cute too. This may work with Gerald and with Kenzie. Please, need 5 more to get SIGs. Hey, boo. Okay, can you help me? Need 10 more. 10 more.
Wow.
No longer donating to her. This is the person who wrote this. The person that was donating said no longer donating to her. Request from Maddie, $10 for just like you had my back talking to Angie, right? So she's trying to guilt this woman by saying, oh, I'm requesting $10, right? You had my back. That's why you were talking to Angie. This is unacceptable, guys. So she does this a lot. There's so many people that have come forth and say that they had donated, and she keeps requesting them, requesting money from them with these messages. This is not okay. I've never done that. Imagínate. Imagínate. Mándame dinero. Send me money. I need.
Right? Could you imagine?
Cigarettes.
I'm in the wrong damn business.
Me too.
I
Gosh,
should just
dang
be
it.
out there like, just send me money, please. I'm just going to keep requesting people send me money
send
until I annoy them so bad that they give me.
And that's what happens. And that's what happens.
Request an actual amount too. Like not, hey, you know, you got $1. No.
Look at this. Look at this. No,
$10.
JJ. This right here is the cherry. The pièce de resistance. She requested 500 for I didn't say anything bad about you. For I didn't say anything. Who's typing this up? Because I didn't say anything bad about you. I can't see the chat, guys. It's almost over. This gets me heated, and I'm trying not to be disrespectful. Listen, I gotta smoke a cigarette.
I'm watching the chat.
Okay, I rarely communicated with her. This is the person saying it. I would send $1 whenever I was trying to encourage her for YouTube content. Look, she said, I'll send you $5 if you go live from Dollar Store. This is people trying to say, show me that you're working. I'll send you $5 if you prove to me that you actually work there. You know?
Yeah.
This is insane. I sent her money to help her, not to watch her go live. For your coffee, girlie, no need to go live. Because she would send her request and say, I'll tell you when I'm going live. So that you could be in there so that she could guilt you into giving her more money. That's why she tells people when she's live, you know, people that donate to her, she'll tell you when she's live so you could be in there so she could say, could you send me something? It's crazy. This is the last $3 I sent her. Waterproof heavy Parker, $1 for a Parker. He'll take it from you because she makes people think that he takes her money. Girl, I can't send you money because of Gerald. She has people thinking that Gerald takes it. This is all schemes. These are all schemes. Not saying that he's like a great person, but
I
You
can't
know?
believe she's, if I'm being honest, I mean, and it may sound harsh, but I can't believe that she is still alive with how bad she looks. I mean, bad. Like, I wonder if she ever eats because people send her
She
money.
does. They send her food. JJ, they order her DoorDash every day. This girl
That's
eats
crazy.
off of the dime. They eat every day. People DoorDash them food to their bando or to the gas station every day, girl. Send them
Gross.
food. Send them money all day, every day. Send them candy. Send them care packages. These people are doing way better. There's somebody that's in their chat that is homeless and said, wow, you know, somebody like me that's homeless, that's doing bad. But these people that don't want to do any better for themselves have all this extra help. And seeing that person say that broke my heart. She's homeless.
Yeah.
She's not doing this. You know, there's people that do bad and refuse to come here and beg and take advantage of people. There's a
Right.
difference between needing and just straight up scamming and taking advantage of people. And this, she
Yeah.
had this woman believing that Gerald would request money without her knowing. Trust me, she knew. This is their account. That means they both get notifications. They both get alerts. So she has people believing that she's not aware of this stuff. They work together. Take my word on that.
Gross. Gross. They're nothing but manipulators, users, beggars. I mean, what kind of life is that?
She
What
would
kind of
buy
life?
him food with the money. Dumb. They're together. They buy each other stuff. They feed each other. So anybody who, you're aware that she's with him. You know what I mean? So thinking that she would eat in front of him when they're together 24/7, wherever she is, he's in the background. Trust me, you can see his shadow. He'll show up. So acting as if you didn't know that he was there when you know he's there makes no sense either. They said, I can't give it to you because he'll take it from you, but I can send you a coat. She doesn't want that. She wants the money.
Right.
This is pretty bad, guys. This is pretty bad. And I was telling you guys that she does this, that they do this. And this is the proof that they do this. This is just one person. This is just one person. They do this to everybody that has sent the money through Cash App, guys. They do this to everybody that sends the money. And it's not okay. It's not okay. I'm sorry, but it's not. And people can say that I'm being a hater or whatever. That's not what this is. That's not what this is at all. But this has to stop. You can't do this to people. You can't. I'm sorry. You cannot. You know, people with their hard-earned money, and then you want to request them and guilt them, and then she'll say, well, you know what? I'm just going to have to get in somebody's car then if nobody sends me money. Straight up, guys, you can see her lives. You will see. She says this stuff. Can somebody just please buy us something to eat? You're grown-ass folks. You haven't seen your children in 5 years. Not even a visit.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine.
They're grown folks. They're not children. They're not children, man. Canceled? Yes. She declined it, yeah.
Okay, so if she's declining it, I saw a question in here. Can you block on Cash App?
Yes, you
'Cause
can.
I don't.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Yes,
you
you
can?
can.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
These
you
people
can.
need to block her then.
Yes.
Otherwise,
I don't think people
you
know because
don't
I didn't know
really.
that. Somebody had to tell me that. I was like, you could block
Oh,
on
okay.
Cash App? They were like, girl, you
Yeah,
could
I
block
don't
on
either.
Cash
I don't
App.
have Cash App. I only use PayPal. I don't have Cash App or Venmo or
Cash
any
App
of the
is
other
just
ones. But
easier. I like Cash App because it's easy, but my favorite is Venmo. It's just, with Cash App, you can lock your card. Just Venmo is more private. Like on
right.
my phone, you have to use a fingerprint. So nobody can see my banking information. It's just more private for me. So I like it, so I just use Venmo. And my Cash App gets transferred to my Venmo anyway. But yeah, you can block. You can block on Cash App, and they need to block. People that do that need to be blocked. Anybody. If I ever requested that, block my ass ASAP. Don't even respond to me. Block me, because that is an entitled attitude, and it's gross. Being on YouTube is a privilege. People donating to us is a privilege. That's a privilege. And it should never be taken for granted. I've never taken anybody for granted that has done that for me. Never. It's gross. It's fucking gross, man.
No, and you know, it's crazy to me because
I'm an artist. Sorry.
Because of, you know, real things when you were going through a struggle, and once you actually asked or told, you didn't even ask, you just told people online like that. You were honest and open and raw that you were struggling, and you were struggling even for groceries. And yet people held, and still do hold, that over her fucking head like a year later. And yet you have these people out here that are getting DoorDash, and
every day
they're being taken care of every single day. Their drugs are being bought.
Yep.
Their food is being bought. You know, their clothing, a jacket, like things like that they're being taken care of. Yet and I'm not saying that they don't deserve, everybody deserves a meal, you know, everybody deserves clothing, medical care. However, when it comes to using drugs, and even if you send them something, you know, you send them a $20 gift card for somewhere, they can turn around and sell it for $10 or $15.
And JJ, not only that, anything you send them, new coats, new shoes, they're going to sell them, guys. And I have to keep saying this because I don't want to sound cruel. I was there. I was selling it. Trust me, you give me something brand spanking new and I'm sick, I am going to sell it. I will stay with my holy ass shoes, not to be sick. I'm telling you from experience, it's not helping them. It's not. And I know people want to be kind and want to help. I get that. But there's only so much you can help people who don't want to help themselves. There's only so much you can do for grown folks who refuse to get up and better themselves.
Oh my God. Yeah, Kat.
I know.
I'm
so sorry. Yeah. I am so sorry for your loss. And that's what happens to addicts. You know, you are taken advantage of. You are harmed because people think you won't be missed. And I'm telling you, there are people that miss addicts. There's family, there's loved ones, there's friends. You know, in active addiction, you burn bridges, but there's people that love you. And addicts are very vulnerable, and women addicts in the streets are very vulnerable. And that's why when I come here and I say addiction is a matter of life and death, I have to keep saying it. I'm going to get merch that says that because that is so true. It is a matter of life and death. One time can be the time that you're gone. You know, being in the wrong
could be the last.
You owe somebody $10 and they take you out for $10. It has happened so much.
That's crazy. Crazy. You know, and yeah, like Shay says, it's their disease. They can't help it. And that's correct. And what Cindy always says is that they need to hit that rock bottom. They need to not have that support. They need to not be able to get, you know, so easily just come online and get these donations so they can get their drugs. If they start getting sick enough, they're probably going to go ahead and go in detox or rehab or whatever they need to do to not feel so terrible. But that won't happen until they are sick and tired enough. Literally sick and tired enough to want to ask or seek help.
Yeah.
Which is just awful.
And Wind Whispers, I am so sorry. And thank you for having the courage to even share that with us. What you guys don't realize is that when you share stories like that, it helps others as well. It may be the wake-up call that somebody needs. And your experience, strength, and hope can save somebody else's life, you know. So thank you for having the courage to share that. And I'm so sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So anybody that shares their story. We greatly appreciate it because you
Yes.
never know who you're helping. Just even one person with sharing your story and
Yeah.
making a point that we can read out loud or talk about, that could be, helping one person.
It,
And
it
that's why
does.
we're so hardcore against,
Stay forever
shaming.
young. Yeah.
We don't want to shame anybody. Now, I
No,
say all the
never.
time,
Never.
because of what I read, I looked it up, the Dusta Huffa, like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And saying that, it's, I can feel bad from a point of wanting to numb themselves from some sort of pain that they have.
Yeah.
However, it is a fact that it actually makes holes in your brain.
It does.
So,
It,
how
it
can
definitely
you
does. Yes.
think logically, speak correctly, make sound decisions if you have holes in your brain? You can't. It's like,
No.
duh. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Where are these people's, like, well, I don't want to say where are these people's loved ones, because I'm sure that they have done all they can and they
Yeah.
probably get sick and
Trust me,
tired
J-Ho.
as well.
They have the eight, and that's the thing. Hi, Forever Young. How are you? And I feel bad for the kids too. Her two sons, one is with the dad, and the other is with Maddie's father. And
Wow.
not seeing your mom for 5 years. Her and Jarryl have no children together. Um, must be so devastating for the kids. Thankfully, and I found out that when she first went to Detroit, she had her youngest with her.
Ooh.
And yeah, and her dad came and got him. And this is why I say she had the food stamp card. It's called something else in Detroit. Um, but she had it because she had to get it to feed her baby. And she's been saying they don't have this card. Um, because if they have food stamps, then people won't send them as much money. They probably sell their food stamps, which is a thing. Even before, when they had the paper food stamps, you would sell them. Even if with it being on a card, you can exchange your food stamps in the hood. You can go to a store and they'll give you like um 7 for 10. You know what I mean? Like for every $10, they'll give you seven. They keep three. So it's possible, guys. It's possible. It happens. People trade in their food stamps all the time. Um, and so yeah, I feel bad for the kids too. But there comes like they have to hit rock bottom. They're not hitting rock bottom because YouTube, the people on YouTube have become their ATM card. They come on and she gets donations every single live. And that's why she's like, all my haters and her neighbors are like, oh, they're hating, they're jealous. Fuck no. It's ridiculous. And for people that work hard and are struggling, it's a slap in the face to them. That you just get to come on and be like, can you help me? Can you please send me $3? And think about it, right? She's very slick. She'll say, it's just $3, but every person that thinks that and sends them $3, it adds up. So it's not just one person sending them $3. It's multiple people sending, and you'll say $3, people send you 10, 20. You know what I mean? She's very slick what she does. I just need a cigarette. Can somebody, I'm so thirsty. She was just in Gerald's aunt's house. She's been there for like 2 days. You mean to tell me his aunt's not feeding you guys? She came on a live earlier. She was hiccuping. Girl, you hiccuping because you're not used to eating meals, and she probably fed you, and now you're hiccuping and burping because you're full, but you're still coming on saying you're hungry. And she asked somebody in the live right before we came live, oh, what are you eating? And that opens the door. She asked one of her subs, what are you eating? Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I was eating that. And that
Oh
opens
my
the door
God.
for her to start
The
asking. Yes,
manipulation. Like, if
yes,
manipulation
yes,
was a person, it would
yes,
be Maddie.
yes. Hi,
Like,
Susan.
wow.
Yes. It's blatant, guys, and there's so much that I could show you. And it's gotten to a place where I don't even want to watch her because it's just redundant. It's the same thing. And I'm telling you, they're live every couple of hours, or not even, sometimes every hour. you know, when they get their stuff, it wears off, they're back. Because not only do they do heroin, they smoke crack. Crack is a high that lasts about 5 to 10 minutes. And that is a drug that keeps you wanting more and more and more and more and more. I think that's what drives them more than anything to keep coming and begging, you know, because it's ridiculous how much they come and ask for money. And people say it in their chat. Like, how long do you think people have to take care of your every need, Maddie and Jarryl?
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
meal you want it to be taken care of. Your every need you want to be taken care of. It's ridiculous. And she gets mad. Oh, here we go with the people, and blocks people all the time. People that are fed up. They're like, Maddie, this, even people that support her are like, girl, this is too much now. You know, like, this is way too much. You want everything handed to you, every meal, all your snacks. And then she'll go to the store. God, I'm going to lose my mind. Yesterday, she went to the store and she's like, Kenzie, I'm at the store. Don't make me look stupid here. You know you want to help me. You know you want to buy me cereal and milk. Guys, go to her live last night. You will see her say,
Wow.
Kenzie, you
Oh
know
my
you want to buy
God.
me cereal and milk. Don't make me stay here at the store looking stupid. Come on,
And
Kenzie. And
isn't
he's like, call me
Kenzie?
daddy. Call me daddy. She's like, daddy, babe, can you send it now?
Oh. And isn't Kenzie like only 19 years old?
Yes.
And he works at like a Starbucks or
Yes. And
something,
he's
and
really
he keeps
offensive.
giving her money.
He's offensive. He's disrespectful. He says really racist things in the chat, really disgusting things in the chat. And he's one of her biggest donators. So he gets to say whatever he wants to people. He disrespects Jarryl. He was telling her, send me naked pictures, Maddie. And she's like, he's just being silly. And people are like, that's disrespectful, Maddie. He's just a kid. That's just how he is. Like,
No, she's saying that because that's like her benefactor, you
he
know,
is her
like
benefactor. He's one of her biggest benefactors. He
Yep.
really is. There's a few that when they come in, you can see she lights up like, hey, oh, I'm so hungry. And, you know, can you please help me? And then she does this thing. Can anybody please help me? And then she'll go, ouch. She screams, ouch, randomly out of nowhere. And that's like a tick, like a nervous tick. When she's about to ask for money or she's asking, she'll say, ouch, like a distraction from what she's just asking, or she'll yawn from a distraction that she just asked for money. Like, it's the weirdest thing. And I don't know. That's why I'm saying some people have to just enjoy and get entertainment out of watching them suffer. I don't know anymore. But
Santa Claus, bully slayer. They're doing shit that obvious and blatant, yet Siwa gets called a straight up grifter. Come on.
Santa Claus, you don't know. Siwa, I could give Siwa a run for her money with how many videos were made about me saying I was a grifter.
And,
no,
and it's so
Siwa gets it
ridiculous.
1,000
She
times
doesn't
worse.
ask. Cindy don't ask for a damn thing, and she's not up here dry begging like, oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Oh, you know, I don't got this today, and I wish I had it. And you know,
can
that
somebody
is
buy me a pizza pie? I'm hungry.
Right.
Can somebody buy me a pizza pie? I ain't got no cigarettes. Can somebody buy me? Imagínate. They would hang me. They would crucify my ass. Crucify. But these people are on all day long.
Straight up begging, though. The dry beg is when you're trying to manipulate people, which I guess the dry beg is also called sad fishing, where like you are putting something out there. Like, I haven't eaten today. Oh God, I wish I had a hamburger. I wish I had a taco. I wish I had, you know, and then, oh, but I don't get paid until this date, and I wish I had it. I'm so, you know what I mean?
Wind
like,
Whispers,
that's what
I'm
they
sorry,
do.
JJ. Wind Whispers asked what a grifter is. A grifter is somebody that begs, that comes online and just begs and expects people to take care of their every need. That's what a grifter is. Somebody that skates by on the generosity and the help of strangers and others. That is what a grifter essentially is. So, yeah.
Santa Claus says they pegged you for a grifter, Cindy. Who the hell did that? They sure the fuck did.
They
And
made
it's
videos about me. talking crap.
Some of the anti-KJ people that, you know, it's funny because you're not a grifter when you're friends with someone, but as soon as you're not friends with them anymore, God forbid you should need
Or not,
groceries
and or
one time.
but JJ,
You
not
know,
even that. God forbid that people show you kindness and their envy begins to show, and now it becomes a problem for them too. You know what I mean?
right, right. And I
Videos were
don't
made
like
about
that.
me, things, my personal business that I don't share on YouTube that involves other people in my life were outed. Yeah,
They're very
with that.
they're very cruel, Santa. Santa says, "What? I've never dipped my toes in that community." That
Ugh,
just sounds mean. It was horrible.
yeah, it
When
was
I
bad.
say
It was
horrible,
bad.
and the best part of it all, like the cherry on top, it
Exactly,
was
Star.
from people that actually do grift and put their
Yes,
Amazon, and I
yes,
need this, I need that, I need this
yes.
for my kid, I don't
Yeah,
have gifts for my kid, you know, playing on the heartstrings, but then has the balls to
right.
call Cindy a grifter. I'm
For real.
shocked. It's shocking to me, honestly. It's like there is never a better example of gaslighting. Never.
Layla was like right on cue. Here you go, Cindy the grifter. I made jokes about that for months, right, JJ? We all made jokes. All my
Right. Yep.
mods, my
Yep.
subscribers, we made jokes for months. If you're gonna call me a grifter, I'm gonna own that shit and I'm gonna make jokes out of it because that's not what I am. Somebody that's, you poor shame me, you do all of this stuff. They have no idea of all the stuff I do in real life. You know that I was working during COVID, taking a chance to get sick to make sure that other people, because I was an essential worker, so they don't know me. You know what I mean? So I made jokes out of it because you guys are idiots. You know what I mean? For real. But yeah, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yes.
believe that shit. It was like, and then that's a perfect example of like people listening to one creator just because it's drama, you know? So they'll
Yes.
go and chat and oh, it's drama, and they'll go along with whatever the creator is saying, and it's kind of like, oh, look, you know,
For real.
it's one of those examples of they could be showing it blatantly in real time and they will tell you that you're looking at something different, and that drives me
Yes.
nuts. It drives me
Yes.
nuts. It's like, stop making something out of nothing. This is
Yeah.
crazy. But that
Yeah.
happens. It happens all the time. It's happened to me
Yep. Yep.
personally. It's happened to Cindy, like the
Yes.
both of us in there. We sit there, you know, with our friends and we're like, what? Like, how the fuck are they coming up with this out
I
of
know.
what was said?
I don't know.
It's
But
I
it
don't know.
works for
It's
them.
a
And it works for a certain amount of time until a pattern of behavior presents itself, right? And even with all of that, I never came here and outed people and relationships and stuff that I knew. I just, let it play itself out. But I did come and show proof of when things were, people lied on me and said things that could affect my children being on the internet. I did
right.
come and I showed proof and I debunked those things because those things were important. Anything that affects my children or could embarrass my children, I'm going to address. You know what I mean? You don't have to like me. You could think that I'm a shitty person. But when you say things that like I'm still using and I'm lying about that, or, my phone, I didn't need a new phone, all this other shit that you say, I'm going to prove you wrong and I'm going to prove you a liar. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't care what you think. But it's true. I do. I know. I haven't paid my mods. You guys, I told ya, it's not February 31st yet. Yeah, I'm just impatient. All right, last year, yeah. What had happened was the way my bank account was set up at the Grifters United, it wasn't letting me log in. My ATM card wasn't working. But I promise, this February 31st, you guys will get a check. And it'll probably bounce. But yeah.
On the 31st.
I'm
But
telling you.
yeah, so Cindy's been called a grifter. Me, I'm just always called, I don't know,
Yep.
a bitch. And people say I'm
Yep.
unhinged or something. Like, what? Like,
Yep.
what do you mean unhinged? No, I just don't agree with you. And I think
Exactly.
the shit you're saying is complete bullshit. And
Yeah.
even if, though, and part of my problem has been not
Thank
wanting
you,
to
Layla. You're the
show
bomb.
proof,
Yes.
of what I
Yes.
say because of the
Yep.
domino effect it would have on people. And I don't want to hurt people to their core like
Me
that. I don't
either.
want to
Or
hurt
their
them or
children.
their kids.
Yeah,
And,
no way.
no matter what they've done, and
Hey, gamer guy.
trust me,
Yeah.
I am no angel. I
Me
would have,
either.
I want to so bad just press, post or send or whatever to
Right.
show proof of things we've said, whether it be DMs or whatever the case may be. But I
Thank you.
can't do
I can't either. And
it. I
I won't
haven't
do
done
that.
it.
I
It
won't
makes
do that.
sense. No, and it makes sense to do it though. Like, hey, you're calling me a liar? Let me
Thank
prove
you.
you wrong.
Yeah.
Let me not have egg on my face like I'm so stupid and I did these things that someone is saying.
Right.
And it's so hard to refrain
It is
from.
hard. It is hard not to come and just put it all
Yeah,
out there. But we
it's
think
hard.
about it.
Yep.
We think about long term,
Uh-huh.
it'll give us a sense of satisfaction and we'll be able to say, see, we weren't lying, we told you, but it'll hurt us eventually, like to do that to somebody else. Like I said, things that affect my children, if I did that to somebody else, it would affect their children. And I think
Right.
about that, and so does JJ. Even if people
Yeah.
don't think about us, we think about that. So
And trust me, it's not always the person I'm thinking of. It's
no,
typically the family, whether it's kids,
yeah,
whatever. It's like, wait a minute. If I show this is like earth shattering for this
yeah,
person's
yeah,
life, and
yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it was like
And it's
serious
happened a
stuff.
few
It
times.
wasn't YouTube like calling somebody a bitch. It was some stuff that we
No.
can never come back from, and we're not
Yeah.
willing to ever do that. You know what I mean?
I
But
don't
Layla, you're not
care. I
embarrassing me.
mean,
Trust me, I don't care. I'm sorry, go ahead,
what
JJ.
are they gonna say? Oh, something good. I
She
hope
said
it
she
didn't
hopes she's
embarrass
not
you. It's
embarrassing
normal for some people to throw a few coins to thanks for content. It's 100. Everyone knows it's not expected. Exactly, Layla. And I love to give super chats, and
me. Hmm.
apparently I've been like considered like a sugar daddy or sugar mama,
Yep.
or I've been like a kiss ass. No, that isn't it. A lot of times it's I'm giving a tip for being entertained, or like say like last night, Jules was
Thank you.
playing 80s music that I
Oh, I
totally
loved
enjoyed.
it.
And every song that I was like, hey, did you guys hear it? Like she was on it and
Yep.
playing it to where her
Yep.
video would get demonetized.
Demonetized,
So
right?
why wouldn't I at least give a little bit of money towards what
Right.
she would have
That's right.
made,
That's right.
on that
Yeah.
stream? And we were having
Yeah.
a good time, man. I was jamming out. I was jamming
Yeah, I
out
love
to
the
80s
music.
music.
And then seeing the
Yeah.
beat dancing and lip singing is hilarious. That's funny to me. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. So
Yeah,
and I think
Larissa.
that's what
Larissa
it's about.
says it's
Mhm.
disgusting, JJ, and she even had the nerve to announce was using a palette you sent her. She definitely was all about the money.
Yep.
Girl,
Yep.
what has happened from that one situation has happened to where I've been doxxed. I've been just because I was a friend to someone, and it was fucking terrible, terrible. And it makes me even more standoffish, and I hate that. I hate it because I want to believe that everyone is good and has good
Yeah.
intentions. It can be a good friend, but that's not the
That's
reality,
weird.
sadly.
Yeah. Maybe Star, maybe because your phone in the settings, I don't know, sometimes it's like your bank account is set up like mine. It's like, no, no, bitch, you ain't doing that. It's looking out for
I
your
just
best interest. It's looking out for her best interest. Like, nope, you ain't sending that. That's crazy. But sometimes
Oh,
it could be
damn.
seriously in the settings that certain purchases are not allowed. But if you go into the settings, maybe you can change that. But I know that's happened to me too in the past. It was in my
Yeah.
settings. I was in
I just pressed like the little money thing, and
yeah.
then it already knows
Yeah, but
to
sometimes you have
charge
to
it
put
to
in your
my
bank account.
PayPal.
Right, but sometimes like with your bank account or a specific card, if
Mhm.
in the settings you have to set up that you can make certain purchases online and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Sometimes that happens. Yeah.
Do you
Where,
guys hear that? Do you hear that storm?
no.
Wow, I am so shocked. Like,
Yes.
it's shaking my house right now. I love it.
Wow, girl. Oh, I don't want my house
Mhm.
shaking. No, thank you. That's scary as hell. She is
No, it don't
entertaining.
bother
I
me.
enjoy her so much, and I really do. And I
Yeah,
have a soft
Just
spot. I have a
Jules.
soft spot for Just Jules. I don't give up what
Oh,
nobody
Star
says.
heard it. Star heard the thunder.
She
Yeah, it's
did.
shaking my whole damn house. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
because if you have AirPods or earbuds in, you can hear
I
it better.
do. I do. I have the earbuds,
No, but I'm
AirPods,
saying
whatever they are.
anybody listening to us, maybe they can hear it if they have
Oh,
their
maybe. But
earbuds.
yeah, it's loud. What I'm telling you, loud, loud.
Yes, the channel
Crazy.
is Just Jules.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Juelz. I don't have my phone, or else I would put it in the
Yeah,
chat.
she is so
It's my
much
phone.
fun. And I
She's amazing.
appreciate
She's
a
amazing.
creator that is just like, I don't give a damn. Basically, this is demonetized kind of
Yeah,
thing, It's like I can appreciate that because she's trying to have fun for us and for
and she's
herself,
not
but at
just
the
worried
same
about the
time,
money. She's not just worried
right.
about the money. Yeah,
That is the problem I have with some creators. It's all about the money. It's not about the people, and they will hurt you and harm you and do whatever they need to do to go live
you're
and
very
have a
welcome, Star.
topic to make that money. And that's
Yeah,
not really cool.
yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
It's not. And that was my only interaction with Siwa. And the
yeah,
only one I had, and it was all about the money. I wanted a part of the video taken out. It was a very little 2 minute or 3 minute clip
but she
because
couldn't. JJ, in her defense, I did find out after that because it was a certain amount
a
after 9 hours.
10-hour video.
Yeah, 9
Yeah.
hours. You can't edit. You can't edit. It's true.
And I
So
understand that, but at the same time, as a business owner,
yeah,
which
get
let
it.
me tell you, you're making money from YouTube.
Yeah,
It's your channel. You are technically a business owner.
yeah,
How many times have I told you, okay,
yeah. You're
behind the
right.
scenes and our friends, employee mistakes. My employees make mistakes and I
Yeah,
have to
you're
pay for it.
responsible. Yep,
And
you're
we're
100%
talking
responsible.
thausands of
Thousands,
dollars,
guys.
not a few
Thousands.
pennies. We're
Yes,
talking a lot of money to the point
yes.
I'm in tears over of an employee making a mistake. But
Yeah.
as a business owner, to have integrity, you do
Bye,
what you need
Santa.
to do to make
Right.
it right.
Yes, I
And
agree.
in that case, my picture was shown, and I was called this person's baby mama and
Yeah,
whatever.
it was offensive. It was offensive. Yeah.
It was offensive, and she couldn't take it out, and I understood that, and I was trying to have a conversation with her on panel.
But
However,
Jen
Jen
Bailey,
fucking Bailey
yeah.
wouldn't stop, and
Nope.
it's a mess. Like, I understand listening to your people in chat or on panel, but you're the channel owner. If someone's trying to have a conversation with you that you never met, a serious conversation, and they're trying to tell you that someone is harassing them and did so even on your channel, I'm sorry, but you are at fault when you knew this person does these kind of things and you still let them up on panel. You
Yeah.
have to do the right thing and privatize it.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm not doing that. No way.
Right.
I'm not doing it's 10 hours. I'm not losing that money.
Right.
Excuse me. I thought you're all for women.
Right.
I thought you're for
But
no
I'm
women.
gonna stick to this because I honestly think that if it had not been for Jen Bailey, the conversation would have been totally different. And I think that she would have even been open to even covering that part or something in some way. I honestly feel that Jen Bailey derailed that whole conversation and it amped all of you guys up to a level where now it became a point of pride. You know what I mean? Like, this is my
Yeah,
channel.
and
I'm not
like
gonna be
Layla
told what to do.
says, JJ, some people would have struck the channel, just saying. And I was very close to doing that. It was a privacy thing. And someone calling me his baby mama and showing my picture after having a birthday party for me that I don't even get along with you. Why are you making a cake for me inside? It was weird, creepy. It
Yeah.
was not right.
Yes.
And yeah, Jen
Damn.
Bailey was a
No,
fucking bitch and got involved, but
she really did. She really did.
the end of the day, it's Siwa's channel.
Right. I
End
get
of the
that.
day. And that's my opinion. That's not, may not be Cindy's or anyone else's.
Right.
That is my opinion and something that happened with me and my first interaction with Siwa, and that was something that was terrible. Ended up
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
Left a
it
very
did.
bad taste in my mouth
And
because
the chat
you,
was ripping us to shreds. Ripping us
yeah,
to shreds. Ripping us to shreds, man.
just
I
believes
was
that
called
shit
I was
instead of
called
looking it up.
spineless queef selfie Cindy by somebody who's not even regularly in her chat. Like, so I didn't hold that against her because that person, I don't see them in her chat regularly. It's just when it became a shit show about us, that person was happy to be there. And yeah, no, it wasn't forever. It wasn't, sadly.
And I'm not holding, you know, any sort of like grudge or anything. I'm just saying that my view
Yeah.
of her, the first interaction, was terrible.
Yes, he is.
Terrible, because I would
Sacramento,
never
California.
do that. If
Yeah.
someone was harassing another person in my business, I would do whatever it takes regardless of the money. And I've done it. It's true. I swear to God, I practice what I preach in that. It's horrible and I hate it when you have to give someone $7,000 or $10,000 because your employees make a mistake. I could be
Yeah,
like, F
right.
you. F you. That's too bad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't.
And
It's the wrong
but I
thing
know
to
as a
do.
content creator, that's why I'm now very careful who comes on my panel, because I've had panels before and there's only been one person on my panel that I regret because it derailed the whole stream and became something it wasn't supposed to become.
Right.
And the person immediately turned on it. It was just a shit show. So I'm very selective of who comes onto my panel because I know that I'm then responsible for what somebody says on my panel, even though it's their words. And I always say, hold people accountable for what they say. But I know that as the channel owner, so to speak, anybody that comes on my panel, regardless of how I feel about it, later on, people are going to hold me accountable. Like, let's say if somebody comes on my panel and says the N-word, maybe they won't hold me accountable for saying the N-word, but they're going to hold me accountable for how I react to it, respond to it, and handle it after the fact.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think that's important too.
That is my point of you
Yes.
just said what I was trying
Yes.
to say
Yes,
for a good
Larissa.
5 or 10 minutes, like in one sentence.
Yeah.
Like you are still responsible for what anyone does on your channel,
Sadly,
in the
yes.
way of how you handle it.
Yeah.
Not what comes out of someone's mouth. It's how you handle it. And you know, it sucks that it's that way. However, I've seen bad towards Siwa. I've seen people do bad towards Siwa, and I can say when it's like, oh my God, that's fucked up that they did that, or you know, or I can say, listen, man, this person isn't being genuine. They're full of shit and what they just told you. You know, I don't want to see anybody lied to.
No.
I don't want to see that.
And
That's not in my heart.
Seems very trusting to me. Tries to give people the benefit of the doubt a lot. You know what I mean? Tries to see the good in people, and I know from experience that usually bites you in the ass because I'm that way. I give the benefit of the doubt a lot until I get to a point where it's just like, okay, that's enough, and I don't look back. I don't look back. Once I remove myself from a situation, I do not believe in going back in time. I'm able to let it go, but I will never go back and befriend you because the trust is gone. You've betrayed me. So why would I go back for you to bite me a second time? I've already been bitten once. I'm good. Thank you. Ouch. You know, got the scar to remember you by. That's all I need. So I don't go back in time. That's just how I deal with it. And it takes me a while to get to that point where I cut somebody off. But when I do, it's a done deal. Like, it's really a done deal. And Yaya, thank you so much. And you guys being here is more than enough for me. I know that there's a lot of people that are in the situation I'm in, and there's people that are in worse situations. So I'm always grateful, right? I sit here, I get to have, you know, even if they're press on nails, I have nails on. I get to have makeup, I get to have a roof over my head. So I don't take that for granted. And I'm very grateful for that. And I know there are people that haven't eaten yet. You know, well, I haven't eaten either, but I eat once a day. I'm about to eat when I get off. But I know there's people that haven't eaten and won't eat tonight and don't even have a place to rest their head, don't have a roof over their head. You know what
I
I mean?
can't even fathom, you know, not being able to,
Thank you, Layla.
or my kids not being able to go in a pantry or a refrigerator
Hi,
and
the
just,
doll.
you
Sorry.
know, I
Yeah.
can't even fathom that happening. And
Yes.
Larissa says, that's awful. I wasn't watching while she was on panel, so I never saw it. Sorry that had to happen, JJ. It's okay. Like, I don't lose sleep over it. I'm just making a point of
Okay.
if it's your channel and you're making money from it, then it's your
Thank you.
business, and integrity matters. At least it does to
Yes.
me. I
Yes.
would always want to do the right thing. I try, at least. I'm far from perfect. And I hate when people say that, you know, when they make a mistake and they're like, I'm not perfect. Well,
Yeah.
no one is. You know, no one
No
is.
one
We
is,
all
right.
make mistakes. You know,
I
we
make
all
mistakes on a
sin.
daily basis. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I can apologize
Just
and try not to make them again.
that is the bottom line. Apologizing and
Night,
trying to
Vera.
do better
Love you.
next time.
Yeah.
Good night, Vera.
That's all you can do is try to be better next time. But there's certain things that I've learned from that I'll never do again. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
the
my
big
God, yes.
mistakes, I won't repeat. I won't repeat the big mistakes because I've learned from them. And that's why I think that I keep my recovery up front, and my recovery is so important because I know what addiction can do to you, and how it devastates not only addicts but their family. Everything addiction touches, it destroys. And I know that I've hurt my children in the past, my parents, my family, my friends, and I'm aware of that. And I would never consciously ever do that again to myself or to anybody else I love. And that's just not how I deal anymore. I don't need drugs to cope. I don't need drugs to live life on life's terms. You know what I mean? Like, I'm stressed out. Okay, Cindy, it's not the end of the world. How will drugs help that? Drugs are just going to add more stress because now you have an extra problem. Now you're done fucked up, and now you're stuck on drugs again. You know, I know one with an addict, 1,000 is never enough and one is too much. So once I do it one time, it's a done deal for me. I'm an addict. I have an addictive personality. So I keep that right here. Like, girl, go ahead and think you could do it once. That's a lie. Don't you lie to yourself, girl. And so when I come here and I talk about that, I'm talking about it from a place of understanding and having been there, never from a place of judgment, you know. And I hope it never comes across as that, because I'm not trying to judge anybody, but I'm also not going to enable or coddle somebody in active addiction because I know what it's like, because I know how dangerous that is. Enabling somebody in active addiction can cost them their lives. So I'm not going to do that. Sorry.
What is that? The doll says, Selfie Queen, you don't owe us your personal life. We all have a past, but just know that you have the power within yourself. Absolutely. And she's very strong within her recovery. Very.
Yes.
I'm so proud of her.
Damn it, Forever Young. I want some tamales. I never ate tamales. Isn't that weird?
Ooh.
I've never eaten tamales in my life.
I have. I made empanadas yesterday. I made 70 of them.
That sounds good too. I made some arroz con gandules. Yeah, thanks to my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law's the best. Poopy, I don't know if you're watching. I love you. He was like, girl, he wanted me to go eat out. I'm like, yeah, right. I went and I made some rice, arroz con gandules. For those who don't know, it's rice, yellow rice with pigeon peas. Yep. It's like we cook that on special holidays, on special occasions. Puerto Ricans, that's the yellow rice with the little peas in it. And then I made a pork loin. I made a pork loin. So a girl gonna eat after this because I haven't eaten. I don't like to come live with a full belly because then I feel like I'm sluggish. I get the itis.
You want to sleep, right? I want to sleep.
So
Exactly.
after my live, and then I fall out. I go to bed early. I already got my clothes ready for tomorrow because I do still attend the program, guys. I go and I give urine. I speak to a counselor. That is what helps me, in my recovery. Still
Yeah.
be engaging in recovery. You're never too far in recovery that you don't need to still see a counselor, have resources. So I still attend my program, um, and I'm waiting for my groups to begin again because I love making my groups. So
Yeah, and your school
what up,
starts
Gwen?
soon.
How are you? Thank you.
Forever Young says, "Hey, we get it, JJ. I know, and I apologize if anyone, like, if they're fans, or subs or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
supporters
yeah.
of
We don't want
Siwa. That
anybody to
I'm
feel
not
some kind
here
of
to
way.
bash her. I can only
No,
tell you
thank
from
you.
my point of view what happened, and I mentioned it
Lisa.
because of the fact that I called someone out for lying against Siwa. So it was kind of
Yesterday,
like,
right? Or
look,
was it today?
yes. No, it was yesterday. I'm like,
Yeah,
listen, I'm not, the only
yeah.
interaction
Don't
I
lie. You
ever
didn't
had
stick
with
up for her.
Siwa was
Yeah,
terrible. However, you are lying right now, and there's proof of it, and I have screenshots.
yeah.
So, yeah, that was my point.
You somebody
Um,
was gonna hella crap about her. JJ, sorry about that, guys. I can see. I'll see myself buffering, so I just stopped talking.
okay.
Sorry about that,
You're
guys.
good now. You're good
Yeah,
now.
I'm good now. I see it. I didn't like it either when I saw the person lying, and then you're telling her in a chat, "I stuck up for you." No, you didn't. No, the
No, you didn't. You didn't. You absolutely didn't. It was the opposite. And I have screenshots of
right,
it, of this
but
person.
what upset me is her saying that, JJ. She drew attention to herself and called her out in the chat, like, "Hey, I defended you," when that wasn't the truth. That wasn't
No,
the
it
truth.
wasn't.
The comments are still there. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it was the
that.
opposite. It was,
Yeah,
hey, I
it was
love
the
your hair
opposite.
that color. I love your hair that color. What
And
color
thinking
did
that
you use?
the tent thing was funny, saying, "Oh, that's
Yep,
funny. You're hella funny." Like, that's not funny. I didn't think that tent shit
right.
was funny. So you're in her comment
Right.
section saying you think it's funny, and then saying you like her hair. Where in that is you defending Siwa? And I'm sorry, but you didn't.
Nope.
So why would you draw her out in a chat to get accolades and kudos for something that you actually didn't do, that you actually did the reverse of, when there's proof that you did the reverse? Like,
Here's why. Here's why. Because
and
she wanted Siwa to
ooh,
unblock her because she saw everybody flip
thank you,
flopping and
Quinn.
being cool with Siwa then, and viewing Siwa as, oh my God, these people have done horrific things towards you.
Yes,
So
yes,
even
Lisa.
though this person had an out with Siwa, she's, I guess, figures, oh, everybody else is, cool with Siwa, so I need to be too. Hey, Siwa, I defended you. I defended you against so and so when it was a
No,
fucking
no, you
lie,
did
a
not.
blatant lie.
I
It's like, what
know.
do you mean? You told her how great her hair looked and what color hair dye did she use. I'm
Yes.
sorry, but that's not telling someone off
No,
in
and
defense of
also made a
Siwa.
comment about the tent, JJ. Had she just said about the hair, I wouldn't care. You could like whoever you like. You know what I mean? Just because somebody's fighting with Siwa doesn't mean you have to go and you know, curse them out. But
Right.
you also made a comment about the tent. Like, in not defending Siwa, but then you call her out in a chat saying that you defended her. Why do you need to do that when it's easily proven that that's not what you did, that you did the opposite? Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Right.
Just don't say anything. Just don't say
Right.
anything.
Just apologize or say, hey, can we talk and work out the issues we had or whatever, but
I want
don't
rain too.
lie and be like, I told so and so off when you
Yeah.
absolutely did
Yes.
not, just so that way Siwa will unblock you. And honestly, I think this person truly means no harm, but she
Yeah.
does it a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen it a lot. I've even seen it with me. She'll be
Yes.
like, hey, sweetie, whatever. But then if there's a stream done months ago, you know,
A
bashing
hate
me,
stream. She's like, I'm here for it. I'm here
yeah,
for it.
I'm here for it. And then a couple days later, oh, hey, girl, what's
I'm
up?
like,
I'm like,
huh? What the?
and I don't have the ability to fake that shit.
No.
Like, if someone's saying hi to me after that, I will either ignore it or I'm going to tell them what's up. And if it's someone else's channel, I'll ignore it because
And
I don't want
JJ
to.
Deadass was like, girl, I'm confused because I actually saw you do the opposite. Like, I was like, yo, JJ.
Yes, I said it in the chat too.
I
I
know
even
you
addressed
did.
her. I added her, and I'm like,
She ignored your ass. She completely ignored you, like she didn't see I was cracking. I was like, yo.
ignored me, and I'm like, but wait a minute, no, that's not true. I saw your comments, and they were
Right.
nice. How are you saying that you were telling this person off in defense of Siwa when you were kissing this person's ass? That's a lie. It's so far from the truth. And it's frustrating because it's like Cindy always says, people think they have like that cloak of invisibility. No, everyone can see
I hate
it.
that cloak of invisibility.
Why are you lying when everyone can see you're lying and prove it?
Just
like,
don't
it's
say
not
anything.
even...
Just don't say it. You know what I mean? That's my point. Because I hate to feel like I'm being mean to her, but just don't say it, because that's why people get mad at her, because she'll say, no, I didn't say that. That's a lie. And people are like, girl, I have the screenshots. No, you don't. Like, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, I know, Star. I've seen it all. I've seen it for. That's why when she was like, can you unblock
and
me?
I did say
you were just
something.
dogging her a few days ago. Like, I'm confused.
I did, because it was a blatant lie. It wasn't even a matter of interpretation or people's opinions. It was the exact opposite of what she was saying she did. And it's sad, because just go to the person and be like, hey, I made a mistake, or I don't, let's bury the hatchet or whatever, but don't lie to get in this person's favor.
The internet is forever, bro. You could say it 5 seconds ago. Somebody has that. Trust and believe it. Somebody has that.
Yeah, and so trust and believe, Star. I called that shit out.
She did. She really did. I was
ignored.
I was cracking up. I was like, oh, wow, JJ. That's what I'm telling you. I'll talk to JJ and we'll talk and she'll say what I'm thinking. I'm like, did JJ just say that? Oh, shit. I'm like, she got balls of steel. She does. She gives no fuck.
I don't care, because I'm not going to say something unless I can prove it. Like, I'm not going to be like, yo, you're dead wrong, unless I can show why they're dead wrong, and it's open to all of the public and not just DMs. This isn't in comments, in the damn comment section. This.
And I'm going to say this. I'm the one that's I screenshot. What is this? And then when I saw that in chat, I was like, I told JJ, I'm confused. This is not defending. JJ was like, hell no, that's not defending. That's the opposite. And so I'm the one that screenshot it. Yes, I did. I don't like that. Don't be fake. I prefer people tell me, or just don't mess with me. You don't like me, don't mess with me. I'm good with that. But please don't stuff flowers up my butt and then you're dogging me. And so what Lisa Wigger says, that's my thing. Here's my thinking. I know the creators I support don't care if I'm in another's chat. They don't like it. They don't like, as long as I'm not shit talking, but I don't go in chats out of respect for those I support. I honestly don't care. I swear I don't care. Go into any chat. I prefer that people try to stay out of it, because sometimes when subscribers get involved, it makes issues that could have been resolved harder to resolve. You know what I mean? Because now subscribers are in it and they're running back and forth. Oh, this person said that, and it adds to it. So maybe 2 content creators, or not even 2 people that could have worked it out privately, now it's been said everywhere. So again, we all have egos. We all have a sense of pride. So now something that could have been taken care of is like, no, it's like a standoff or a duel. Who's going to flinch first? You know what I mean? So we have to be aware of that. Sometimes we have to mind our business, stay in our lane, and allow people to either work it out or walk away. But sometimes adding our 2 cents doesn't help. And I always wonder, if somebody brings something to me that's going to be hurtful, I always want to know their motive. Now, if it's a person that I know genuinely cares about me, then I receive it different. But if it's somebody that doesn't like me, that I've seen side-eyeing me, why are you sending me stuff? So that you can get me to react, that you're hoping that I react in a negative way so you can laugh at my demise. So I always take that into account too. Who's giving me the information? Who's telling me the information? You know what I mean? And I think a lot more people need to take that into account. Who's in your DMs telling you these things, sending you these things? How was it presented to you? Right? Was it presented to you in an instigative way? Was it presented to you in a way that's just like, I just think you should know? So you have to look at all of that. In my opinion, you have to look at
It's
all of
important. No, I agree wholeheartedly with you. And Layla says, Cindy and JJ never said one word to me about who I talk to or where I comment and chat. No, we wouldn't. Anybody in here,
Never.
if you want to go to Jen Bailey or Maria's or whoever's
Yes,
chat
we
you
wouldn't
want,
care.
if you want to go in Katie Joy,
We
we
don't
don't
care.
care. You're
Yes.
adults. You go where you
We
want.
don't monitor
We
you when you
respect
leave
that.
here. That's crazy. That's
No,
not a thing.
absolutely
No.
not. I'm not. We don't look at chats and be like, "Oh, so and so was in there." We need to block them from our chat.
No way.
We need to side eye them. No.
Now, if you
we're
calling me a
all
bitch
adults.
and all this stuff, I'm side-eyeing you like a motherfucker. If I see
Yeah,
you
if
talking
you're
shit about
doing
me
that,
when you're telling me that you like me, or you know what I mean, that's weird. But I don't care. If you don't like me and you're shit talking me, I expect that. Like just another troll. That's all she does. From behind the block is always going into chats mentioning me when they're not even talking about me, hoping that the creator will now talk on me and shit talk me. And sometimes it happens. With Jen Bailey, it's always gonna happen. But sometimes some people don't take the bait. They're like, oh, okay, we're not talking about selfie. What the hell you doing? You know what I mean? But so I get that too. But don't pretend that you like me if you don't. That's it. You don't come near me. I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird. It's weird to me. I couldn't do that. Not mess with you. And then when I see you, I'm love bombing you. I'm in your chat, like, tirándote flores, throwing flowers at you. Like, it's weird. I don't like that. I don't like the fake shit. Nobody got
no, I
time
don't
for the fake
either.
shit,
I
man.
can't. I can't. And I know I can be civil and not bother anybody, but I'm not gonna say hi to somebody that I've had. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that
Right.
everything is whatever. I
No.
won't do that, which is
No.
why I don't like to mod. I really don't. I will, if I'm asked for certain people, I will help out, but I know for a fact that I don't have the capability of saying hello and pleasantries to people
Yes.
that have been horrible. I just don't.
Yes.
But
She
I can
doesn't.
ignore and not engage.
Right.
That's called being an adult.
Yes.
People
Yes.
should be able to
And me,
do
I
that.
can be civil. I can say hello. If I'm
Yeah,
modding,
Cindy's
if
good
I'm
with that.
modding in a chat, I will, unless you've like done something to me that you're one of the 3% that's not welcome here. I got nothing for you. Otherwise, I can be civil. If I'm modding for a chat, I'm gonna respect the channel and I can say hello to you. You know what I mean? I can do that. But I won't be in your chat and shit. Like, if I'm not in your chat, and that's not to say, because there's some creators that I don't get to catch, that I love, that I support, that I just don't get to catch for whatever reason. You know what I mean? But if I don't like you, you never have to worry about me being in your chat. Never. Never. That's not a thing. That's not a thing where I come from. We don't do that. We don't do that. Anyway, we've been here 2 hours and yada, yada, yada. Yikes. I appreciate you guys. Like, wow. I can't even.
I know. Hang in with us. And
Yeah,
if you guys, like I just said, to Yaya Cat, she says you ladies are fun, decent people,
thank
and
you.
you guys are so much fun too. And we're so
We love you
grateful
guys.
that you hang with us for as long as you do and
Yes.
listen to us as
Yes.
Cindy and I like have basically a phone conversation, talking gossip and bullshit,
Yeah.
which we always say we get canceled for because someone is always mad about something we say and like,
yeah.
whatever.
It's all right. It's our
Join the
opinion.
crowd.
As long as we're not
Exactly.
coming after people's kids, and that's my standards. My boundaries. Don't talk about people's kids. Don't come for people's looks. Sometimes I want to cross that boundary because they just be getting on my nerves. But I try not to. I try to keep it in perspective. But kids, I don't mess with. Husbands, families, I don't mess with. Deceased relatives, I don't mess with. Those are boundaries I will never cross under any circumstance. I will delete my channel before I do something like that, like on some real shit. And if anybody could show me anywhere on the internet where I've done that, I will delete my channel tomorrow. I know I haven't.
Right.
I know I haven't done it.
No, we're only talking opinions based upon what we see in YouTube videos. We are not going online. We don't know what kind of parent or whatever you are. We don't.
Yes.
We're only talking about YouTube videos. We don't want to know if people are married or employed or any of that.
Their criminal history. I don't care about none of that. I got my own misdeeds to account for. I got my own felonies. I'm not worried about that. The Dow, yes, I'm on IG. Selfie Queen. It's just selfie _ Queen _ Cindy. Same thing, just with underscores in the middle. But yeah, I'm on IG, mama.
And mine is Jay. Is it Jay or just J? The letter J. Hazel. J Hazel. That's my name.
J Hizzle in the his ass.
Yes. Exactly. That's my name on IG.
But, yeah. We thank you guys. We'll be back. Today's Thursday. I always forget the damn date. Sunday, since we did the addiction talk today, JJ won't be with me Sunday. She has a prior engagement. So I will be here with you guys, and I will find the topic before we come live. Something fun that I can handle on my own, because I forget that I used to come up here and talk by myself. I'm so used to having JJ here, and I love it. And I prefer having JJ here. That it's a little weird when I'm by myself. So I got to find something to do, keep myself occupied when JJ's not here. But we'll do something that I hope you guys will be entertained with on Sunday. Sunday's always 5 o'clock. It's a little earlier. But I thank you guys for being here, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your, your weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys Sunday. Again, I thank you guys all for being here. It means a lot. It means so much.
And I'll see you guys in other chats. And of course, I'll be up on panel again Tuesday. I just have something to do with my family on Sunday, which is, it's rare. Like
that's a good thing.
Of course. I'm always with my family or having to do something for business, but I always try to keep our time for live chats open so we can, because I do enjoy it. I love giving my opinion. I'm a big mouth. Nobody has to, listen to me or agree with me, but I just love talking about it.
That's cute. I wish I could foster her. I can't with these damn kids. I got a cat and a dog. That's enough. I can't do it. But I always respect people that can foster. That's an amazing thing. Love you guys. So we'll see you guys Sunday. I'm just trying to look in the chat before I end. Sorry, because I always realize I miss people. But I love you all, seriously. And we're very, very blessed to have you guys here. It means a lot.
Thank you.
Sunday, I will link before I start people's channels that I enjoy. Star and Mims have a great channel. They just started and they're doing amazingly well.
The sugar
and spice and not so nice.
So nice. Yeah.
I enjoy their channel. Nice. They're beautiful women. They are strong women. They are gonna tell you straight up how they feel. I always respect channels and women like that. Of course, the Amber channel.
Too.
What?
Mine too. I'm gonna start doing commentary on my channel. So if you guys want to sub to my channel, I don't give a fuck about my channel so much, so I'm gonna say what I want.
So he always does.
That's true. I always do. What am I saying? I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I say it anywhere.
That's right. And I'm mad at Yes, so we will see you guys on Sunday, si Dios quiere. As always, te quiero, te adoro. Hasta luego, nos vemos el domingo. We'll see you guys Sunday. I love you guys. JJ Manita, thank you for being here. Miss Manda, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And I love all you guys. And I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot, okay? We'll see you guys Sunday.
Can Ahmad drop my channel link, please?
Yes, before we end, please.
Yes, if you can just drop. Oh, thank you, Layla. Thank you so
Layla.
much.
But so Sunday I will have JJ's channel, Star and Mims channel, the Amber channel, Just Jules, JJ, of course, Mama T's, GoFundMe, all of that. I will just link it before I start. That way I don't forget, because you already know how Cindy is. Okay? Love you guys.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Love you.
Play my petty outro, because always got to play the petty outro. And
Petty.
we will see you guys
Petty
on
pants.
Sunday. Love you guys.
Thank you, Mods. Thank you so much, Mods.
Yes,
you
thank
don't
you,
get
Mods.
enough appreciation. Thank you so much.
Yes, I love you, Mods. Jen Bailey says hello. She loves you too. Sorry. Had to be a little petty for a second there. Sorry, guys. But Mods, I love you guys. You guys, I do not pay you enough. Oh, wait, I don't pay y'all. Sorry, I forgot. February 31st. Love you guys, and we'll see you guys on Sunday. Te quiero. Bye.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an